Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. I haven't even had my coffee yet. This is it.
You'll be happy to know I've had some microwave bacon,
Yum.
a yop, and an apple. I feel like I am on it this morning. I'm peppy.
So there's no yawning coming.
No.
Someone was super offended.
Well, sorry that I don't sleep at night very much. Right? Like I wake up so many times a night.
I'm just not sure why that's even a comment.
Yeah.
Anyway. It's kind of funny, but whatever.
Right. Like if we're not your cup of tea, maybe don't watch, right? We're not everybody's cup of tea.
Wow, nice way to start. What is this? Episode 84-ish? Something like that. Grocery Girls episode 84.
We're definitely in the 80s. We're approaching 100.
I'm starting to think about that number. I don't know what we're going to do for it, but
we're
it's
approaching
pretty
the
fun.
age I feel this morning. I put on this sweater this morning and I was like, what is this?
Well, I'm excited to talk about it because...
What, my chin?
No.
Oh.
Like all the things you think about it and the things maybe you'll do different. And because it's one thing to have projects that work out perfectly every time.
This is an epic fail for me.
This is the norm. Everybody's got a project where you think, what the hell? And you rip it out and you start over because you know you're going to love this.
This has never happened.
Right.
For me.
So
and
it's
that's
really
why
great.
I wore it today, just to show how much I effed up.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's just beyond valuable.
Yeah.
Way more valuable than showing something that went
perfect,
swimmingly
right?
perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. So,
good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Oh, and I guess we should apologize for, not that we knew, but apparently there was a lot of crazy interference with our microphone last time. If that happens again, we don't know how to fix it. So I'm sorry for that because that is super, super annoying.
It is.
But not on purpose, and I hope we can avoid it in the future. But it's been a great few weeks.
It's been
we
a
were
hot
here
minute.
Last. It's been a hot minute.
Okay, can I just say I've had my second haircut with my new gay best friend, Tito.
No.
Tracie.
Tito, I love that name.
Okay, he's Panamanian.
Okay.
He's light caramel goodness all over. He just got he's growing his hair. His hair is about this long.
Okay.
And he just got extensions because he
wow.
His hair grows super slow. But you would never know. I knew because his hair was super long compared to last time.
Okay.
But it was this
But it looks
long,
super natural.
Dark hair. Yeah.
So smoking hot, good looking guy. And he's sweet. Does he give you a good haircut? I know that's way down the list of important things.
I don't care at this point what he does to my hair. Actually, kidding aside, he's an amazing stylist.
Okay.
But even an amazing, this is the second time I met him. We talked from the second I sat down to the second I left. Yeah. And I felt like we were best friends. He's probably...
That is a great experience, though. I've had the same experience with other things.
Yes.
And it's so great to have that sort of thing in your life.
I think he may be coming for Christmas dinner. He hasn't given me a yes or a no yet. But...
Is he here by himself?
Granny, what plus one?
I mean, great. I can't wait. I would love to meet him.
He said he's got a very small inner core, really good friends. He was alone for Thanksgiving.
Oh, no. He should come for dinner. That doesn't work.
Yes.
I would love
I said to him, that doesn't work. Yeah.
No, that's not going to work. That's fun.
Anyway, that was my day. Afternoon
yesterday.
Yes.
Okay, good.
And I was going to tell you because you were maybe not actively looking, but thinking maybe a change.
No, I do. Yeah, exactly. It's always good to have options up your sleeve.
You need to go see him.
Okay.
Only if once. You'll be hooked. Just once.
No, I would love, yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
so that was
awesome.
my afternoon. What else? We've been to Knit City.
We've been to Knit City. We came back and had a crazy week catching up with things. That's why we didn't get a video done. Then we had Thanksgiving. And then we had a really short week. It's been crazy. It's been a little bit crazy. Yeah. So we are, I think, a week past the time we thought we'd be here.
Yeah.
But we have so many awesome things to share. But yeah, we went to Knit City in Vancouver, which was... It's always this crazy whirlwind. It feels like you're leaving before you know it. It was amazing. Every minute was amazing. I had a great time. Again.
Knit City never disappoints, doesn't
it? It doesn't.
Amanda and Fiona have tweaked it so Knit City experience is just amazing.
It's now, the events start from Thursday and go through all the classes and everything up to Monday.
Yeah.
it was Friday to Monday last year, and now there's a knit night event that starts Thursday nights, which we had a ball at Knit Night. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should talk about Knit City.
Okay, let's talk about Knit City for a few minutes. We won't. It's not the whole Knit City, but let's just talk about some highlights.
We'd love to just tell you about all the fun things that we had.
So we went with Amber.
We did. We have a local GF.
Yeah, and we met. And we met Sarah from Virginia, who went up with us. We were a party of 4 people.
Yes.
So Thursday night,
Sarah was fantastic.
Whatever.
Seamless.
Yeah.
Seamless melding.
She did.
Yeah. She was all good.
She was a hoot. So Thursday we helped Amanda and Fiona.
Well, Thursday was the day we flew in, and we rented a car for the first time.
Yes.
So Jodi was our driver. She was our Uber for the weekend. It was a great idea of yours to rent a car and to drive everywhere, because we went out to 88 Stitches.
Oh, yes, I'm forgetting
that was our first stop.
No, it wasn't.
Well, our first yarn stop.
Okay, Chipotle was actually
we did.
Our first.
We went from the airport to Chipotle because we were hungry.
And then Sarah and Amber had tummy issues after Chipotle. But whatevs. Okay, then
they had the same dish. So
I don't know why.
They had a salad thing, and they both got super upset stomachs.
Yeah.
And that is not fun when you're not at home and you're like wondering where is the next bathroom.
Right.
So I had sympathy for sure, but I did not have the issue thing. Phew.
I know.
I can see like major problems happening. Anyway, we did. So Chipotle and then to the yarn store.
Where Melissa, who is the amazing dyer behind Sweet Fiber, was hosting a pop-up shop at her mother's Langley 88 Stitch yarn shop.
88 Stitches. That's kind of an amazing combination.
Can you imagine?
No, I can't. Yes, and it would be amazing.
Yes.
So that is just the sweetest. I love that yarn shop. The ladies are amazing. It is
tiny,
beyond cozy.
Yeah.
Like I go in there and I literally just want to take off my shoes, get something to drink, sit down and knit. It's really, and she has beautiful things in her shop.
She has a lot of yarn in there.
Yeah. She's got an amazing selection, like a lot of versatility.
Yeah.
Variety.
I agree. Tons of needles. I needed a needle. She had exactly what I needed in the brand.
I bought a needle too, and then I didn't use it, but I will.
You didn't?
Well, because I brought it to make a sleeve on my sweater. I did not knit one stitch on my sweater the whole time.
The floozy? That floozy's been everywhere.
It has. And actually, it's weird that I didn't knit a stitch on it.
Yeah. Well, you kind of need something a little compactish, maybe.
Yeah. But I decided it wasn't the best thing to be schlepping everywhere. Anyway, so that was great. We managed to get some Sweet Fiber. We will share that.
New base alert.
New base alert. That's amazing.
It's incredible. I'm knitting a hat in it.
I feel like I did really well there.
Yes.
Because I could totally the bed.
Do you know I came home with very little yarn?
Me too. Like I feel like I did really well, and I'm really grateful for it though, because I saw tons of amazing things that you sort of file away, and you think, I'm going to think of that person the next time I need whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I did not come home with a bag of yarn. Like
I used to shop like that, buy everything I see.
Yeah.
And now,
and it's not that I don't want to.
Right.
I mentally bought a lot of yarn.
Yeah. I feel like for me now, if I don't have a project in mind, I don't usually buy it. It has to be super special to buy it without knowing what it's going to be.
I feel like if you don't have a pattern in mind, you come home with single skeins.
Yes.
Right? Like you'll love a color or you'll love a company and you'll be like, oh, I'm just going to grab a skein of DK or what. Like it just, you'd end up with all these single skeins of stuff.
Except,
and I just don't find that works
Then you don't go back to it.
Yeah.
Okay. 88 stitches.
So 88 stitches. Check. Done.
Okay. Thursday evening.
Yeah. Super fun.
A first time Knit City Knit Night.
Yes. And that was, I think, my favorite event because it was super casual. And that's all that it was. Like when you say Knit Night, it was a restaurant and lounge that were closed down for the night.
Yeah.
And I think they had room for 250 knitters. There were appetizers. There was a photo booth. It was so much fun. But you literally just wandered around and met people. And we met people from New Zealand and England. And people come from all over now to Knit City, which is so cool. I mean, Vancouver's worth it. 100%.
It's such a beautiful, I mean, there's so many beautiful things that you can do within an hour of Knit City. You could really make it an amazing...
A great holiday.
Yeah. Agnes was there.
Agnes from Iceland. Hi, Agnes.
She's so cute. Actually,
She's
it's
a
funny.
Sweetheart.
We get there. I said to Tracie, before we even got there, we have said in the past, that's Agnes. When we think of Agnes, we think of her sitting in the atrium on the couch. And guess who was there when we arrived?
I know.
Agnes sitting on the couch.
I think she must sit there all year. Really, she doesn't live in Iceland anymore. She lives at the atrium.
Yeah.
But so it's really fun to see familiar faces.
Yeah.
Come back.
So
but Knit Night was super fun.
You know why? Also, it was the beginning of a weekend, so the anticipation. Everyone was like on a high.
Yeah.
It hadn't started. You weren't exhausted yet.
Yeah.
You were anticipating the yarn, the classes. Everyone was just in the best mood.
Yeah. I think I agree. I think everybody had a really good time. Anybody I talked to that went said it was their, they loved just having that casual, hopping from table to table, meeting people and knitting. And that was to me a great night.
Oh, it was.
There was some door prizes to give away, and it was just really fun. I loved it.
I agree.
Yeah. So that was Thursday night. And then Friday was setup day for all the vendors.
Yeah.
So you had bags.
I had bags.
In the Yarn Ink booth.
I did, which was really fun to see.
Yeah.
And then, so we set that up. Friday was kind of our day. It was a small amount of time we spent setting up.
Yeah.
And we went for brunch in the morning. We set up, and then what did we do in the afternoon?
That brunch was amazing. Okay, if you're in Vancouver and you go to this restaurant called Yolks, like
amazing.
egg yolks, that is a great brunch.
Yeah.
And then there was like a hipster barbershop next door, and we were like in the window, like
looking at these beautiful people getting groomed. It was so
my God.
fun.
Like there's a motorbike in the window, but it's all brick walls, and it's this kind of cool barbershop. And then we got to, I really actually loved Friday afternoon when you were setting up, because then we were also wandering around saying hello to the people. We got to meet some people.
Yeah.
We got to meet Tanis and Chris of Tanis Fiber Arts, which was one of the things before I left. I was really hoping we got a chance to say hello, because
she's adorable.
I really love their work and their yarn, and I love her Instagram, and she shares her family. They have this adorable family that she always shares. So I just wanted to say hello and how much I love her work. So I have some of her yarn to show. But that was great.
Okay, so Friday.
And then Friday night we went out for dinner. We had made an arrangement. I have mixed. I mean, I loved our dinner 1,000%. But that was the night Arna and Carlos had their chat, their keynote speech, kind of. And we just decided last year we needed a night that wasn't kind of chopped up. Like, so a night where we could say, let's go out for dinner with friends and actually see somebody.
And we were there till 9. Like, we wouldn't have made it back.
Yeah, and it turns out you either go out for dinner really, really late or really, really early. So it was a bit of a trade-off. So as much as I wished I had seen Arna and Carlos, I'm so happy that we decided to make plans to meet people that we knew and then new people. Right?
Yes.
It turned out to be a gigantic group of people.
At
at a really cute restaurant in Gastown.
Oh my God. You guys.
Which was awesome.
It was such a good dinner. We had such good conversation, and we met new friends.
Yeah. It was great.
Oh my God, it was so good.
It was fun. Vancouver's, as much as we say we've been to Vancouver, we really don't go anywhere in Vancouver. Right? Like we're in the same
this
little,
one block.
Somebody that says that they live in Vancouver, they're like, oh, you were in Vancouver? Where did you go? Well, we were at the PNE, and they're like, ugh. Like,
yeah.
You really weren't in Vancouver much.
Right.
So it's nice to spread out a little bit and go somewhere new.
Yes.
That was awesome. Great meal.
Yeah.
I feel like we should have switched ends halfway through the night, because there's still people that were at our table in our group that I didn't even get to chat with.
So guess who we had dinner with? Hottie in the Hoodie.
Yes.
Gorgeous. I'm going to call Max, because he has that for fox sakes. I'm going to call him the Dark Fox. That's what he's going to be. Because Vince is Hottie in the Hoodie.
Yeah.
Max is Dark Fox. If you guys thought they were good looking in Instagram on their patterns, meet them in person.
We're old married ladies, but we have eyes.
And that's what I said. I said,
that's okay.
I'm 48 and married. You're gay. And
Right.
I'm flustered meeting you. That's what I said.
No, it was really a treat, though, because you sort of get to know people over social media a little bit, but it's a whole other ball game when you get to sit at a dinner table and
they were
meet
fabulous.
And chat. And so it was amazing. And they're incredibly talented.
Yes.
And they have a lot of plans, and I know we'll be seeing a lot more of them.
I had said these two are up and coming. These are two to watch.
They're very committed, and I think they're very creative. And one of my favorite things was learning about their real life, because we just know about their designs and their knitting world, but there's a whole other, Max is a author illustrator with many books to his credit.
You should see his illustrations.
He's incredibly talented and a big, he's very well known. It's French books, so I'm going to start Duolingoing my French like today.
Bonjour.
And Vincent, again, he had a very interesting job. I love learning about people.
I'm
nosy. I will ask anything.
Oh, yeah. He is a
translator.
Yes.
Yeah. So I find that work it must be super interesting too. So they're very intelligent, talented, wonderful. And then we got to see friends that we've already seen before.
We have to say, they brought a friend, Louis.
Louis, what the heck?
Louis needs a minute because Louis was fabulous.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, we were very...
whether they like it or not, we're coming to Knit City,
I feel like we need to up our game. These guys are all incredibly, smarty pants.
I'm going to have to lie about what I did before.
Louis is a doctor.
Right.
So, but anyway, we still want to go to Montreal to the Dudes Knit Night.
And these gentlemen have not been knitting very long, and look what they've done already.
Yeah. It's really cool to see they've got this group of support. Right? So they're amazing knitters and designers.
They met at Gay Knit Night. I want to go to Gay Knit Night.
Is that such a thing?
Yes!
It's called Gay Knit Night?
Well, it's only gay men.
Well, I'm going. Do you think we're allowed to? Well, obviously.
I think we should start
Can we go? We're not gay men. Can we go?
No. Yes.
Okay, good.
I'm going to start our own Gay Knit Night here.
Well, great.
I'm going to put a call out to gay knitters. But whatever.
Okay then. No, that would be great. So that was great. And then we had our friend Carson Demers, who we never get to see.
I would run away with Carson.
He's amazing.
The sweetest, kindest. You can feel his gentle, kind soul when you talk to him. I loved him from the minute I met him.
He's a special, special guy.
He really is.
And I love that we got a chance to actually go out for dinner instead of just running through a marketplace with a hug kind of thing.
I feel like we got to actually really spend some quality time with him this weekend.
Me too.
He is the ergonomic knitter.
We should go to, his book, Knitting Comfortably, is amazing and incredible. We've talked about that before. He's based in the San Francisco area.
Yeah.
We should go visit.
He has invited us to come stay with him, and we're gonna,
I would love that.
We should.
I would love that. Anyway, so it was lots of ladies that we are already friends with, right? Our friend Alicia and Julia and Diane and Amber. There was 13 people at this table.
The only sad thing, I felt like it was two dinner parties sitting together.
It wasn't a round table, so it's a super long rectangular table, so you feel isolated from... I wish the restaurant was kind of smallish that way. They couldn't have had a table for 13 that was round.
Yeah.
So I feel like we still need to go out for dinner with some of them, but it was great nonetheless, right? It was lots of ladies, and it was super fun. And my dinner was delicious.
I don't remember what I had for dinner.
I had...
Did I eat dinner?
I'm trying to think. What did I have?
You didn't have a very good
salad.
dinner.
My pasta wasn't great, but my dessert was really good.
Yeah.
Espresso.
Okay, so Saturday was marketplace and class.
Yeah. Yes, we had our class.
Let's talk about our class. I did too.
Did you bring your thing?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we can talk about it when we share. Do you want to share your thing right now?
No. We can talk about it later.
Because we don't have much more to say about Knit City, right? We shopped. We came, we shopped, we hugged.
Very little.
We gave out buttons. We got to meet people that were... I loved seeing Candace from Farmer's Daughters Fibers, and Damie from Magpie was there, and Julie Aslin.
Bonjour, Julie.
Liz from Trey Liz was all the way from Greece.
Was she not a bundle of fun?
Oh my gosh. So, Knit City is wonderful, but it always leaves me, I'm always wanting more. Like, I'm ready for next year already.
Like, there wasn't enough time for me to really spend with these people that you're saying hello to and really wanting to meet. You had a moment when you met. Tell us about that moment.
Mara Lacole, the designer. I'm a big fan. I think her work is amazing. And she's beautiful lady. And I didn't really realize she was going to be there. She was in the Julie Aslin booth, all wrapped up in her beautiful shawls and a hat. Yeah. And that was like, I saw her out of the corner of my eye and I said to Julie, "Oh!"
Yeah, Tracie did. She had a moment.
And she said, "Oh, I'll introduce you." And I was like, no, she's busy. But we did. We got a chance to meet and we got a photo and chatting with her. And that was great. We got to say, "Hey, I love your work." And that's fun. That's fun.
It is fun.
It is fun.
And then it's like it tears you out of Knit City and throws you Monday morning back into reality. Oh my gosh. We got home about dinner time. I was asleep by 8:30.
Were you really? Yeah. I forced myself to stay up to like 10ish.
Yeah, I felt
But asleep. I was dead to the world.
Yeah. I laid on the bed and that was my thing. I should have stayed up. And then Monday morning we're at work, right?
Yeah, and it's almost like a dream. Did we really go there?
Did it happen?
I don't know if it happened or not.
Yeah.
But it was great. And then the good news is we're going to be able to do it again in like 6 months because Knit City Montreal is happening and we've decided we're going to go. So
yeah, we have booked our hotel. It's official.
Yeah, we're going. We're coming to Montreal. We've always wanted to come to Montreal anyway.
We're staying with Max and Vincent.
Yes.
And if they're booked, Louis said we could stay with him.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Bunk beds.
Yeah.
It's all good. We're going to have
I've never been to
knit
Montreal.
Night all night.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be so much fun.
I would stay on the couch.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah. So
Vincent can cook.
Yes, he can.
Yes.
Yeah. All kidding aside, I mean, I really thought I had hard eyes all weekend when I looked at them, but they were... we felt like we left making really true good new friends.
Yeah, that is what you get to take away, which is really cool.
Yeah.
I said to some, I didn't know where they were from. I did not know they were from Quebec.
Right.
I know they're Montreal-based designers, but they could be from anywhere. And I remember saying to someone, if they have French accents, I might just lose my...
Shit, we did. They had them. And they did. They had them and we did.
So when you look at those pattern photographs, now imagine a French accent.
Yes.
I don't know if that does as much for you as it does for me, but it does. Anyway,
listen, I think old ladies just
totally embarrassed ourselves, but it was fun. It was fun.
Oh my God, I don't get flustered.
Like, always happy to come home to my husband, who is just the sweetest guy ever.
Well, that's what I said to I came home and said to my husband, I was a bit of an idiot this weekend. He thought it was hilarious, but
it's a safe trip.
They're gay men, and I'm 48 and fat, so it's like. There's just, it was fun because
it was fun.
I don't get flustered. Like, you know me. I don't get flustered. Tracie.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that is hilarious, and I'm glad it's you instead of me this time.
I did.
Not that I didn't love hanging out with them. I know that feeling.
That was the first night. After that, I was good.
Okay.
But it was funny. Anyway,
it was funny.
Moving on.
I love meeting anyone with the same sense of humor, and what I remember most from that weekend is how much we laughed.
Like my stomach hurt. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time.
Yeah, it was hysterical.
A lot of it
was
thank
you to
fault.
Amanda and Fiona for another amazing weekend. Knit City is... If you're thinking that you may or may not go and you're on the fence, you need to go.
Come on, East Coasters. We're bringing it a little closer to you.
Yeah.
Knit City Montreal.
Yeah, can't wait to hit Montreal
And
now.
You know what the really great thing about Knit City Montreal is the venue and the hotel space. Because it's a massive convention center and a Marriott attached to it.
Totally. That's going to be great.
Yeah.
That'll be great. And I'm assuming some different vendors, but we'll be able to see some people that we don't always see because it's out east. And we are totally coming for a Spas Tricot at some point because so far I just drool online.
We are going early and staying late, so Spas Tricot we will be able to go see.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It was nice to see Melissa and Lisa in person. That was their first Knit City.
Yeah.
that was really fun to say hi to them. So that's always nice.
We hadn't seen them in a couple of years.
No, last time we saw them was
Rhinebeck.
in Rhinebeck. Yes,
it's Rhinebeck weekend, everybody.
It is Rhinebeck weekend.
That's super exciting for everyone going because there's a lot of first timers that this is just like a once in a lifetime.
And they're getting great weather. The year we went, it was ridiculously hot,
28 degrees,
and sweaty.
Yes,
and people were either dying in their Rhinebeck sweater or just not wearing it.
Yeah.
I was dying in mine. You just didn't even wear yours.
No.
So, but it was great. And it's just the cutest place. I do want to go back at some point. But I will be very happy to be living vicariously through Instagram this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Will be fun.
Yeah. So all the other people can go crazy for yarn out in Rhinebeck land.
I do wish I was
So
there.
have a ball if you're going to Rhinebeck.
Yeah. Don't leave anything on the table if you think.
We never even got to see the sheep, really. Like, it was 4 seconds. So I feel I want a Rhinebeck do-over.
I do too.
We really barely saw anything.
I do too.
Yeah. So another day.
Yeah.
Another day.
Okay, should we talk knitting?
Oh my goodness. 25 minutes of
blabber.
I want to say sorry, but I don't think so.
People who don't even know who we are.
We still get questions. So
we're the Grocery
I'm
Girls.
Tracie.
I'm Jodi.
And we are sisters, so we do end up saying weird things, and you might think that's bizarre, but it's because we're sisters. So
yeah, and nobody else is
no
around.
Filters. Yeah, nobody else is around. That's hilarious.
Okay,
let's do this. What's going on?
You are wearing
I'm wearing an FO.
Tracie, it's stunning.
Do you love it?
Yes.
Okay, let me stand up because all the good stuff, or a lot of the good
all
stuff,
the good bits are on the bottom.
This is the Novelli.
Tracie, your color choices. Tell me about how
the color's great.
The fit.
Okay, so you can see there's positive ease. I don't know how far out this video
So it's like
goes,
a cute boxy.
but it is like a boxy-ish fit. It's very boxy. It's got a drop shoulder, which to me makes it very hard to adjust, right? Because I don't really know how far down this goes when you're knitting. So if you want to add length in the body, you're not sure where it's going to end up.
Yeah.
So it is a bottom-up sweater. Did I just screw up the chair?
No, you're
It's
good.
a bottom-up sweater, which is not my favorite. Like,
No.
honestly, I just find it, if you like the picture on the pattern and you can knit it to pattern because that's how you want it to fit you, great. But if you want to modify a bottom-up sweater, I just find it very tricky to add length. It is a slightly cropped pattern when you go look at it. It's by Caitlin Hunter. It's not new. I think is it a year old? Like,
yeah.
When was it?
Not exactly sure.
I don't know either. But a million people have knit it. Now I know why.
Yeah.
Because
it's amazing on you.
It's very easy, quick and easy to knit. So
Is it fingering weight?
Yes.
No, thank you.
Jodi, I'm not kidding you.
Tracie?
I use less than 2 skeins of this copper color.
Really?
I've knit shawls way bigger than this.
I have 2.
So it is Novelli by Caitlin Hunter. It is fingering weight. The yarn I used for the main color.
So okay, this orange.
This looks like a big ball of yarn because I've actually wound a full one, put my part leftover one together. This is Cozy Posy Yarn Company, and this is her amber color. So Antonella is a really amazing dyer, and she's in Ontario. She's wonderful. So I did wind those two together.
Why?
Just, I don't know.
You had one full. Oh, because you were.
And I wrote it on my label. 117 grams, 2-part skeins.
Got it.
Not in the middle. But to be honest with you, I shouldn't knit it like that because it could. I mean, it will probably change colors with hand-dyed yarn, right? Like this for this, I alternated skeins, and you can see that there's. If you didn't alternate skein, there was variation. So you really should always, I think, alternate if you can.
Yeah.
And actually, when you start working, so it's in the round with the color work and then the body, you're knitting up a certain number of inches, and then you start knitting flat back and forth. So in the round,
no, thank you.
So in the round,
it's getting worse.
One round in one color, and then I pick up the other one and do one round in that one.
Did you do helix knitting?
I did helical knitting. So you can't even tell inside that there's no twisting of the yarn up the front. But then when you go to the flat knitting, if you stay with 2 balls, you're doing there and back.
So you have 2
rows.
That's
2 rows. So I didn't want to start that. So I had 3 balls of yarn going. So I could go there 1 row at a time.
Where and why did you start knitting flat?
Because this, once you split for the sleeves, you're knitting flat.
Yes.
Right? I don't know. It made it.
Yeah,
it was
I see
giant, like, spider web mess.
No offense to the designer, but that just sounds like it's a nightmare.
Well, and that's probably me making it too complicated. I don't know that you really need to do that, but I don't love it when things look different, like where you can see a line and go, oh yeah, that's...
I shouldn't say nightmare. That's not fair. I'm the laziest knitter I know.
It really wasn't that bad, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out, and I try to think of it that way.
Yes.
The end product instead of the weird juggling of yarn while you're doing it. And I mean, just using 2 skeins is no big deal.
No.
That is super easy.
Yeah.
I think I overcomplicated it with the knitting flat, but whatever. It worked out okay. So you knit up flat, you do some short rows in the ribbing, which I've never done before.
The ribbing is beautiful.
A 3-needle bind off.
Yeah.
But you know what?
And it rolls a little bit.
Yeah, so you knit a
gorgeous.
few straight rounds.
Yeah.
And then bind
as
up.
much as I say, to me, the set, how you explained it, flat knitting and fingering weight, it's a stunning piece. It's so extremely flattering. The colors you chose are incredible, and you should be proud of yourself because it's beautiful.
Thank you. I really love it. I have to say, it's really easy to wear. Like with a long sleeve t-shirt, it's my favorite way to wear. It's got these teeny weeny sleeves,
which are
adorable. Kind of funny. I almost didn't do them. Like I almost just picked up around the sleeve and did like an I-cord bind off and called it a day.
You certainly could have.
You can for sure. The sleeve that's in the pattern is you knit it extra long and then fold it under and sort of seam it inside. And I just thought, no.
You're not going to be fussy.
I don't need extra bulk.
Yeah. Where my wing flaps are.
That, and I was really ready to be done. So I just did a plain sleeve. No decreases, changed colors, bound off.
Cute.
It works out okay. But I have to say that I found the neck opening very large. So even when I did my 3-needle bind off, I bound off for 2 sizes smaller than my actual size that I was knitting.
And that looks like more than generous.
So that's
still.
like 8 stitches more per side of the bind off.
That's a lot.
So, and it's still pretty open.
Yeah.
So it's a very boat necky. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
I'm okay
with it now.
I can't imagine having 16 more stitches.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I love it. It was really pretty pattern. My yarns were, this is Ancient Arts in their BFL fingering. This was her Meow collection. And it's like a soft black or a super dark tonal charcoal. And it's called Le Chat Noir. And this is...
The black cat.
Yes. And this beigey color, which I love so much. It's really warm and I love it. It's really pretty. It's called Grage and it's Blue Moon Fiber Arts. It's their Socks That Rock.
You love that.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And I think a whole sweater in this yarn would be incredible.
So this is your second fingering weight sweater.
My second. Third. I did Like a Cloud.
Right.
And I have that Light Rain.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And I have this one.
Is it your favorite weight of sweater?
My floozy is On the Needles. It is my favorite weight of sweater to wear.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite weight of sweater to knit.
Okay, so...
But I knit it on like a 4mm needle.
For real?
Yeah. Just the gauge.
Wow.
So it's not tiny, tiny needles.
No, that's true. 4mm. Wow.
Yeah. So I actually love the way it fits and feels, and I would like to do something. I'd like to do another one that's similar.
Yeah. I think it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so while you talk about this sweater, how you're bottom up, and then you finish, you didn't have to. Had this been a bottom up sweater, I would have finished it and realized it is ridiculously the wrong size.
Right.
So I probably wouldn't again ever knit a bottom up sweater.
Bottom up, if it goes right up to your armpit, if the sleeves are the type that go right to your armpit, I find that's really easy to make fit the way you want it to fit.
Yeah.
A drop shoulder is different. Like I added 3 inches, I think, to this sweater, because my row gauge is different than the pattern in Caitlin's pattern, it ended up being 4 inches because of my row gauge. By the time I blocked it and stuff, so it ended up being the length that I really wanted. But I was kind of freaking out the whole time. Crossing your fingers, like I really hope this fits the way I want. I really hope it fits. So bottom up is really not my favorite.
Yeah.
And doing color work on an extra large sweater, like it was 300 stitches or 302 stitches or something like that. That's a long round of color work with fingering weight yarn.
Right.
It only took a few evenings, a couple of evenings really, but I really like it.
I think it's so beautiful.
I would like to do it top down. Let's do it top down. All those designers out there, let's do top down color work. So I'm looking for more sweaters that are sort of like this.
Yeah. It's gorgeous.
Thanks, Jo.
Okay, so I wore this today, but it's going to be frogged.
Okay, tell us all about it.
So this is the Party of Five.
Which is beautiful.
By Jill, who is Knitterella.
Mm-hmm.
And the second I saw her even like swatching and starting her sweater, I knew this had to be my next sweater.
It's so pretty.
Just the whimsy of just solid stripes with the purl row switching. I just thought, and the color combinations you can do are just so much fun.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I'm knitting.
I do.
Yeah. It's a DK pattern.
Yeah.
I am knitting worsted. So I was knitting between a medium and a large.
Oh, okay.
And so
what does that mean between a medium and large?
I kind of just split the stitch count.
So you made up a stitch count.
Well, yes, originally.
Okay.
But then I followed the large.
So that was just for casting on for your neck?
Yeah.
But you increased so now you're following the large pattern from here down?
Yeah. Maybe they were the same numbers. Anyway, I don't know what happened after this row. I do know what happened.
Do you?
I now have the stitch count bigger than the double extra large.
So is this only an error of increases?
Yes.
That's all it is?
Yes.
Okay.
And instead of following the instructions, one was a knit 3, make 1. I was doing the knit 2, make 1.
Oh, so that's a whole lot of extra stitches.
Whole lot of extra stitches from here down.
Yeah.
So these last 3, I have almost
it's super.
I have 18 inches of positive ease,
and it's not even blocked. So here's you
right?
Yeah, you absolutely. So it's going to get ripped out.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, you could steek it, but even that, it's just way too big.
Right, like even here, you guys, wait, this same thing is happening in the back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's so much fabric back there.
So much fabric, you guys. So
bad. Here's the good news: you're knitting a worsted weight yarn on a pretty significant size needle, and you'll come back sooner than you think. So how far back do you have to rip? To here? Is this first stripe okay?
I was going to rip the whole damn thing out.
I
think I can rip to the blue.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Good, Tracy. What was I thinking?
So just count those stitches. Make sure you count that round and see where you are at.
When I counted stitches? Now. Oh. Now.
Okay, so here, I always, in a pattern, especially for a sweater, when they give you a stitch count, I count to make sure that I'm in the ballpark. If I'm 2 stitches over or 2 stitches under, I will fudge it and fix it in the next round. But I just want to make sure. Yeah. So I do that. So when I'm in my pattern, I check off the increase. I did that one. And then I circle the stitch count to remind myself, okay, I was okay at this point in the pattern.
Yeah.
So if something happens, you can go back part way, maybe not all the way.
You're right.
The colors you chose are so pretty. And honestly, now you love it. It's just too big.
I can't even tell you. I think I would have had the body done had I not had to stop.
Well, and you've knit way more stitches. Jodi, this took longer than the new one's going to take.
I had 100 plus extra stitches.
So, and I think the gauge on this is 20 stitches equals 4 inches. So another 100 stitches is 16.
No, I didn't have 100 stitches.
Anyway,
I had way
lot.
too many.
It is a lot.
Yeah, I had 3 sizes bigger.
Do you want to tell us what yarn you're using? Because it looks amazing.
It is amazing. It's the same yarn that I'm knitting my Owen sweater out of. It's snug worsted, which is merino alpaca cashmere.
Oh my God.
Yes.
So all of this is that.
All of this is that. This is, I'll quickly tell you the colors.
Yeah.
This is duck egg.
The blue?
Yeah. Miss Manners is everything.
She's awesome.
Powdered sugar.
Nice.
Cuttlebug.
The green?
Yeah.
It is?
What were you going to call it?
I don't know. I didn't know.
It's Cuddlebug.
Okay.
And then this gray, I don't know. It might be Hoodie.
There's so many good
I'm not
grays.
sure. And then the main color is Oatmeal.
It's not Owl?
No, it's Oatmeal.
Okay. Oh, Owl was that other...
Owl is this. Give a Hoot or whatever. The
Give
owl.
a Hoot. Yes, that's what I was talking about.
That's this.
Okay, Jodi, your colors are absolutely beautiful.
I was upset with myself. It's knitter error because the pattern, Jill, beautiful.
Oh yeah, I'm knitting the same thing. I'm knitting the same pattern, and it's.
This is knitter error.
I'm worried mine's not big enough because of my half-ass swatch that I did. I'm pretty sure it's okay, but you know when it's on that smaller needle and you haven't been able to really try it on yet.
Yes. You know what
I kind of get nervous until I can spread it out and measure it.
I actually normally do it sooner, but I will put the extenders on my. I used interchangeable circulars, the zings.
Yeah.
So I put on the extender and I try it on.
I'll do that today. I'm pretty sure I'm good. Plus, blocking gives you a little extra.
Yeah.
But you are aiming for just that fit that's gonna feel good, right?
Okay, whip out your sweater.
Whip it out.
Now that we're both talking about this.
Okay.
Isn't it fun to knit?
It's all I want to knit.
I know.
It is all I want to knit. It is so beautiful.
Especially your colors.
So I don't know, 3.5. I'm 3.5 inches into a 12-inch body. And so you and I did the same type of mock turtleneck.
What green are you?
Zinc oxide.
Oh, I love that.
But so you and I are using a different base, so it'll even the color.
Yes,
is not going to look the same on them. But this is what the colors look like on. This is called Beauregard.
How much do we love that green?
Gosh, Beauregard. So this was, I had ordered this yarn for 2 different projects, for a colorwork sweater and a shawl, and then Jill had this sweater, and it was like, well, I'm just pulling colors to make this now because I just love them. So I didn't intentionally pick these colors for this sweater, but I really like the way it turned out.
I'm so happy with their colors.
So this is Zinc Oxide, Cheeky, Be Steal My Heart, Royal Icing, and Pink Champagne on Ice. Yes. And then the main color is Bohemian Blue. Bohemian Blue.
I totally need a sweater in this
fabulous color. Like, it's fabulous.
Or Grumpy Old Sailor is really beautiful too.
Yeah. So I'm having a ball knitting it, and it's super duper soft. I'm a little bit worried it's going to be too hot, but you know what? We live in a cold place, and it's going to be great.
You and I looked. There's 2 options. There's an option to do a crew neck, and there's an option to do a fold over turtleneck. I did a happy medium.
Well, me too, and I did that because of the turtle dove. I really like the way the turtle dove
hides your chin.
Yes, hides all the yuckies.
I was actually thinking I would knit mine longer like this.
Well, and here's what I did. In the pattern, I went up even one more size needle for my ribbing.
Why?
Like, my body of the sweater's on, because I want it to be not tight.
Okay.
I wanted it to be, and I could have even, and I will block it out to be like that. So that's a 4.5 millimeter on my, so this is DK yarn I'm using.
Yeah.
But I love it. And yes, I will try it on because I'm now to the point. But I kind of think my gauge
You should try it on.
I did kind of a small gauge swatch.
I wouldn't say that's a small gauge swatch.
But it is right in the ball. Like, it is 20 stitches is 4 inches, which is what the pattern
Bang
says.
on.
Yep.
And I'm 18 stitches.
But my needle size is different. And I mean, I think people get hung up on needle sizes and patterns. And it's really the gauge that's more important. It doesn't really matter what your needle size is to get there.
It's the gauge.
It's the gauge.
I'm going to... Okay, so I'll talk about this after. But as I'm knitting this hat, when I turned it inside out to weave in the ends, I fell in love with this side, the wrong side.
I know, right?
So I'm actually going to get a mini set of light blue or blues for Shane and knit him this hat, but inside out.
I love reverse stockinette. I'm such a fan of all those purl bumps.
And it's cute, just right? Got a little bit of a distinct, I love it so much.
Me too. Actually, that's the most fun swatch I've ever knit. When you get to switch all the colors, and it was basically trying to play with the color placement.
Yes.
of all those colors. But it's super cute. And I'm thinking that it's so cute. I should make it I don't know, like some people make pockets on their sweaters. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Nothing. Probably nothing.
I'm going to put one stripe, just a one knit, make a little rainbow of this on one sleeve before I...
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the same thing.
Well, of course we should. I didn't want to put anything around my stomach.
Only because I have so much yarn left over. And I think I was going to do a shawl with a similar stitch pattern, and just use everything up. This yarn is amazing. This yarn is so beautiful. It's a big time splurge, and it's very warm. So I don't know that it works for everybody. But I know in the pattern, Jill uses the Beauregard just for the stripes. And Plucky it's Beauregard's 60% cashmere, 60% yak, 40% cashmere.
It's a splurge.
It is a splurge yarn, without a doubt. Yeah, 60% yak, 40% cashmere.
It is a luxury base.
And it's just super,
yeah.
I think it's super soft.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Plucky had done part skeins for kits. So Jill's sweater is done in the Yakety DK for the main color.
Yes.
And then Beauregard mini skeins almost. Part skeins.
Did you get those a kit?
No.
So, sorry guys, she had a kit last week for about 6 different colorways for this sweater. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that the Beauregard was minis.
Yes. So, and I mean, I don't know, maybe if there's demand for that, maybe they do it again. I don't know how they do all their decision making at Plucky. But you could also split with a friend. That's always an easy solution too.
Right.
Or just plan on making more projects in those colors to use them up. That's the route I'm going. I'm just going to use them up because I do love them. I love them.
You know what I want to knit?
I would like a big triangle shawl.
I was just going to say, I'm going to knit. I'm stealing your idea. I'm knitting the rest of these colors in a giant triangle.
Yeah.
I actually would like to be wrapped in a onesie of these colors.
We just think a lot alike, and it's just the way it is. So this sweater,
great minds think alike.
Totally. This sweater just floats my boat. All I want to do is knit it. Even now that it's just stockinette, I love it.
This was good car knitting.
It's just
too bad it's all for nothing.
Right? And then I'm doing that helical knitting again, where you're just slipping the last 3 stitches. You're not?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't care enough.
It's just slipping 3 stitches. Like it is. There's almost nothing involved.
Slip back 3 stitches and start knitting with the other ball.
So when you come around to the next color, instead of knitting the last 3 stitches in the round, you slip them and then pick up the new color and keep going. There's nothing. It's just as easy as twisting 2 balls of yarn.
Oh, but I'm not changing color.
But you don't get the twisting up the inside of the...
I really, really want to do that. I'm not alternating balls.
Okay, here's one more thing that I thought maybe we should chat about. Underneath, when you split for the sleeves and then you cast on sweater stitches for underneath your armpit, lots of patterns like you to do the backwards loop cast on, which I find...
shitty.
Right, for lack of a better word.
Sorry.
So when you go back to that later to pick up your stitches for your sleeve, I find it very open, loosey-goosey, very holy in the corners. So now what I do is I do the cable cast on.
I did that too.
And it makes a way firmer.
You have to turn your work.
Yeah, you're working from the wrong side.
And just for those amounts that they're asking you to, we're still casting on the same amount.
But look at the nice edge you get. And it's not stretched out stitches. Like it's just the right length stitches to deal with later when you're going to do. I think this is going to be a game changer for picking up under your...
Okay, this is weird. I did the exact same thing with my arms.
But aren't you getting tired of having to fix holes under your underarm and stuff?
Yeah.
I think just changing that cast on for me personally, maybe it works for a lot of other people to do the backwards loop and they have no issues. But for me, I just find... it's just too loose later.
And don't be alarmed if you've never... cable cast on is... the name is very deceiving. It couldn't be easier.
It is a knitted type cast on.
You just knit stitches on. You guys, it couldn't be easier. YouTube it.
Go YouTube it. It is so easy. You're just putting your needle in a different location as far as drawing your stitches out, but it is just a knitted cast on.
It's as easy as the E cast on.
And it just gives you a firm... it's not going to take you 1 second longer than an E cast on. But it gives you a nice firm edge instead of these
loosey stitches.
I just find them really loose.
I do too.
So whatever. That's my other
I do too.
thing that I thought of, and it's in my Mrs. Brown's bag.
Mine was too, but I didn't bring it.
I have so much yarn in here. I don't need all this yarn in here. I don't know why it's all in here.
It's crazy how much it fits.
And it's just sitting in my living room, and I just like to see my sweater bursting out like that.
We're going to the fiber shindig tomorrow.
We are.
Is Amber going to pick us up?
We have to figure out logistics. My husband said he would drop us off.
So early.
Because there's, I don't think, a ton of parking there.
That is true.
Yeah.
But there is parking on the side there by the alley.
Yeah, we can figure it out. Let's figure that out today.
We're excited to go to we've never been to the fiber shindig.
We've always said we wanted to go to the fiber shindig in Calgary. We live in Edmonton. It's only 3 hours away, but we just never go because we're lazy. We like to sit at home and knit.
Yeah.
But our local yarn shop, the Fiber Nook, has chartered a bus, and that sounds crazy and fun all at the same time. So that's what we're doing. We're getting on the bus and we're going to Calgary for the day.
I'm super excited.
Me too.
Yeah, that's going to be so much fun.
It is. So do you have any more FOs? It looks like you have more FOs.
Do you?
Yes, I do actually. I feel like we've been knitting a lot and we've got some things to show. Jodi, where did you get a purple pom-pom?
I don't know. It was in my box.
Beautiful.
I have about 50 pom-poms.
That's beautiful. Yes.
This is Things Created Equal.
That's really nice haircut. I got to go to Tito.
No, it's squished. Things Created Equal in her neon speckled colorway.
That's what it's called?
Neon speckles, yeah.
Okay.
I won't be writing this pattern. I was just, and it's changed up the top, so I don't know what I'll do. I have to reknit it if I do it, but
why wouldn't you write it?
Well, yeah, I have to reknit it because these are different.
Let's see.
This, I didn't put the purl bumps and decided I want the purl bumps in the middle.
I love it that way.
So I'd have to reknit it in a different yarn. Maybe I will.
Well, maybe another time. I love it, Jodi.
I love it too.
You know I love a ribbed anything.
Right.
It fits amazing.
Well, it ends up, it's almost like, it's like a 2x2 rib the whole way.
Yes.
And it just hugs your head.
Yes.
You don't get any...
I love that cable too.
It's a fun one.
Yeah.
It's a 3x3, but then you just knit 2, purl 2, knit 2 up to the next one.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you.
No, I love, love, love it. That looks so cute on you. And when you do a hat with this much ribbing, it fits so many people.
Yeah.
One size can really fit.
Yeah, I agree.
Most people, unless you're, super small or super large. I think this would work for a lot of people.
I think I'll write that. It was a fun one to knit. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's really pretty.
Thank you.
Who doesn't need a good worsted weight hat pattern at this time of year for gifts?
Well, that's kind of what I thought. And I kind of like just doing the 3 cables in just kind of breaking up a 2x2 rib.
I love it.
I started with a 2x2 and thought, let's just add a few cables.
No, I love
Thank you.
Love it.
Because if you know if it's my pattern, it may look really cute and it's always super simple.
Right. Who wants to be complicated?
No.
I got a few things done. I went into my whip. I went into my bags that have half done things.
Yeah, Tracie.
And thought, this is ridiculous. You need to get some things finished. Don't be such a caster honor. I finished my second pair of prairie mittens.
How much did you have to knit to get a pair?
Okay, I figured out why I didn't finish these. I knit 1.5 left mittens, both of them.
Oh.
So I was up to like here on the second one and realized, what the hell? I've knit 2 lefts and I threw it in my bag and forgot about it. So this was my pattern and it came out last winter. Am I allowed to say that I love it?
Yeah, you are.
Because I really do. It's a worsted weight pattern, but I've used DK and mohair together. You can see the halo.
You guys, it is such a beautiful fabric when you hold DK and what was it, the most mohair?
Yeah, DK and mohair. And then because of the way this stitch pattern behaves, to make it work for the back, I've got garter stitch on the palm, and I really love that.
You're so smart.
So it's got a really cute little cuff on it, like a picot kind of cuff. And this pair is knit in my favorite from Yarn Inc. It's called, this is their Jazz colorway.
Don't we love that?
In the mohair and
Yeah.
The DK.
Yeah.
So you can use worsted weight yarn, and it's really cute. But I am such a mohair fan. These things are very warm. So now I have two pairs of these.
They're adorable.
I would like to do another mitten pattern with mohair. It's really nice.
I think it's beautiful.
And you can get, at least 2 pairs of mittens with one skein of mohair. So.
Yeah, mohair has got a lot of yardage.
It does. Yeah. So this color just floats my boat. I love it. And then I also had one mitten.
I love these so much.
These are the layer cake mitts.
From Susan.
From Susan B. Anderson. And they're knit in her Barrett Wool Company. Hold the phone.
Okay.
It is the cutest.
I love them so much.
The texture is always changing. It is fingering weight yarn. I forget what I knit these on. Like what needle.
Can you knit me those for Christmas, please?
Sure.
That's all I want for Christmas.
Sure.
Fingerless gloves.
This is the pattern. Layer cake mitts.
But you have a shorty version.
I did not do them quite as long as Susan's. I think that's only one less repeat. God, and I cast on in her field color, and the rest of it is Pepin. It's this super rich kind of
fingering weight?
This is, it's for her fingering weight. It's knit in her Wisconsin woolen spun, but I used her home fingering. I used a 2.75 millimeter needle.
I think I would use DK and knit one size smaller.
Yeah, you can totally do that. I like the way these hug my hands, and they're not super bulky.
Knit? Medium?
I actually knit the small.
I have big hands.
Yeah. So, but they're also slightly blocked. Like I just soaked them and laid them flat. I didn't pin them or anything.
Yeah.
But it's a really simple repeat.
Okay, who doesn't love a bauble?
Oh my God.
And Susan has done a lot of baubles, and she's perfected a technique that she does to make it pop.
This pattern, the way Susan writes her baubles is amazing.
Yeah.
And they're never going to end up on the other side of your fabric, and they're going to stay right where you put them.
Because they have a tendency to go in.
Yeah. There's a lot of ways to do baubles.
Yeah.
I loved, and look how perfect they all are.
Yeah.
That's not me. That's the way Susan does her baubles.
Yeah.
And the yarn. I love the yarn. So these were a total.
Ooh,
I will put these.
What's yarn number 1? Sorry.
Yeah. So I will put these away now, because you know what? Our weather is going to change any day. Yes. And I thought I need to finish these things that I started last winter and that I love.
I love it too.
So I totally recommend this pattern.
Look at you, Miss Finishing Everything.
I know. Who am I? You know what it is? There's a giant pile of project bags, and it's not good. You got to get them. Get them done.
But how nice you can go back to them, and now it's not starting a new project, but it's finishing one.
Okay, one evening I finished these, and one evening I finished these. It didn't take any time.
Yeah.
These I think I knit on a 4.5 millimeter needle. Like there's no reason for them to not be done. When we did a test knit for these, lots of the ladies got the whole pair done in one weekend. They're fast.
Yeah, they're fast.
These don't have all that much either in them. So they go really fast. So that was fun. Those are another couple pairs of
love.
This is the yarn that I used for Susan's.
That color is ridiculous.
It's her home fingering weight. It's really, really beautiful.
Would you say you feel like it's a sport? It's very plump.
It can be knit for sure. Yes, I do think it's a plump yarn.
It is a beautiful base.
It's very springy.
Yeah.
I love her yarn. Now, this is not the yarn that the pattern is written for, but it is the same weight.
Yeah.
So she's got her Wisconsin woolen spun, which is what she knit the pattern for, but this is the home fingering weight. Wisconsin woolen spun is a woolen spun yarn, and this one is not. This one is like a worsted spun. Yeah.
Right.
But I love it. I'm a big, big fan of both yarns of Barrett Wool Company.
I love it so much.
And anything Susan B. Anderson.
Who knew? The only thing I felt slightly divided being in Knit City.
Yeah.
My little bit of my heart was at the Plucky
100.
HQ.
Yes.
Because they had Laura Lee Beltman and Susan B. Anderson. They had a Plucky fall pop-up.
They call it a pop-up, and it's really a crazy fun weekend.
Yes.
And we're gonna go to one. 100%. We're gonna go to one
for sure.
But we cannot miss our beloved Knit City, and that was just a timing thing. But
right,
you're right.
Like
we're going.
Don't get me wrong. It would never be a no to Knit City.
No.
Never.
But I also, it was like the perfect one. I would love to have seen Lauralee and Susan again. And Haley and all the plucky people.
Yeah. Gail.
And
Gail throws the party. Like, she's the host. Not the host. She's the party planner.
Yep. So remind me to tell you something after that.
Okay.
Remind me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if you were close enough that Plucky, you just kind of hop in your car and go to these things. I'm a tad jealous. You're lucky. You're lucky.
Yeah.
Because they do like to throw a party at Plucky.
Those ladies know how to do it.
Yeah, they do.
Speaking of FO.
Jodi.
Tracie. So
Jill's going to love that.
I'm not kidding when I tell you I want to knit everything in these colors and this stitch pattern.
Yeah.
So I'm using the same exact yarn. I cast on 88 stitches and just went for it. There's not going to be a hat pattern. It's not my design.
Yeah.
It's Jill's.
So any worsted weight vanilla hat that you like, if you get this sweater pattern, you can adapt it to make.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then here on the top, I finished it like I just did the band.
Is the Conversationalist by Plucky Knitter a worsted weight pattern?
Yes.
So you could use that. Is that a free pattern?
Yes.
So you can use that Conversationalist pattern with your Plucky leftovers.
You guys. Tracie, you're so smart. And this pom-pom, I think it might be real.
It's ridiculous. It's so good.
So I bought a hat. I'm not sure. Can you feel it? No, it's not real. Is it?
Okay.
I'm not.
Wow, first of all.
So
it feels like there are some companies that use reclaimed alpaca, meaning alpacas have lived a long life.
Like roadkill.
Gone to alpaca heaven, and people used the fleece to make pom-poms.
Yeah.
No alpacas are killed in the making of those pom-poms.
But they are dead.
They've gone to alpaca heaven. This feels to me like that could be one of those, but I don't know. It feels like butter.
But how amazing is it?
Oh, so it's really nice.
This was on my roadkill hat that I bought from Tommy's, that I wore for like 2 years.
Okay, Jodi, then it probably isn't anything real.
Because that hat was only $50.
And acrylic. So no, this is not a real for anything.
I was worried. Not too worried not to wear it. But
okay, I don't know what it is, but it's super, super soft.
Yeah, so
I don't love it any less.
Don't ask me about the pom-pom because I don't know.
Everybody wants to know where you get pom-poms. We always link who we know we get our pom-poms from, but all you have to do is type into Etsy faux fur pom-pom.
That's what I did.
There's a million people that make them, and we'll always link the ones we know for sure.
FF Fabunit.
Yes.
Holy Cowl.
Who's the lady?
Rose and Pearl.
Yes. Who's the lady that's in Leduc?
She's changed her name. She did? Or she's Cozy
Comfort Creations?
Yeah, Cozy. She's changed her name though.
Oh my god. Now I'm drawing a blank, of course, when I need to pull it out of your you know what.
Oh.
The Odd Sheep Janine.
She's not doing it anymore.
I know, she's not. I know. So it's like
her pom-poms were the best.
Are those the ones from Farmer's Daughter? These are those German vegan ones that lots of yarn shops carry.
Yeah.
These are actually pricey, but fabulous.
You guys, this is like an oxblood color.
That's, oh my God.
And then this is like
mauve. The softest, romantic, Victorian.
I feel like there should be like a spotlight on this right now.
Totally. So I always think too, if you're knitting a hat as a gift, you know, if you have stash yarn at home and you're going to knit a gift, buy a great pom-pom.
These were $30 Canadian.
It's a beautiful gift for someone. It's not just a hat. I hate it when people say, I just knit them a hat. You can really, I mean, this is beautiful. It's beautiful and special.
She's got them on her website, thefarmersdaughter.com.
I think the Knitting Loft in Canada carries them. I did see them. They had them at one point.
I bought these at Knit City. This brand, if you can treat yourself to try one,
it's incredible. It's a big, long German name.
Yeah.
People are going to ask, and I'm going to get stuck putting this thing in show notes, and I don't know what it is. We'll have to take a picture of the name, Joden. But they're absolutely beautiful, and they are 100%. They call them vegan, so they're just I think that means polyester.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Vegan. Yeah.
Vegan means
No
animals were
right?
killed. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. So
that's a good thing.
I love it.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Look at.
Okay, there were so many beautiful patterns that have just come out.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited about this one.
I had to bring my sweater. I should have worn it. That's what I should have done. This is called the Cedar
pullover. This is the Joji Locatelli's newest pattern that was just released.
Look at that gorgeous.
This was the crazy fun knit we were doing behind Jodi's back for her birthday this July. Joji was designing and texting me like, "Okay, knit 4 inches and I'll get back to you."
Oh my God, it was hysterical.
So much fun, and Joji designed it with your likes in mind. Top down, seamless construction, not fussy.
Yeah.
Not fussy lace. And she did it in a beautiful linen because she knows how much you complain about hot flashes.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So it's done with a Shibui reed held double, but it's basically a DK weight gauge. I mean, this fabric is amazing.
Look at the drape and the movement of this fabric.
And it's your first linen garment. It really is an amazing feel, isn't it?
I'm a linen convert.
Like, you can wear a t-shirt under this and wear it in the winter, no problem.
Yes.
And still layer it to make it comfortable. But the drape that linen gives is really special.
Yes.
So I think we're going to start seeing a lot of...
I just have to put that to the other side.
I think we're going to start seeing a lot of cedar pullovers because it's so elegant and pretty. And it really is a fun knit. Don't you love this lace on the bottom? Oh. This lace, you guys, is so beautiful.
The shape, I mean...
It looks amazing on you.
The shape is beautiful on every body type. Totally agree. She nailed the shape.
I totally agree.
I brought this because it is now available on Joji Locatelli's Ravelry shop.
It is. You can go to Ravelry and get the pattern if you like. It is just like all of other Joji's patterns that I've knit. It is clear and beautiful to knit, and I think her style is like just universal. Everybody seems to look good in her pieces, and I think that's a gift. I need to knit myself a cedar.
It's beautiful. It's dry already.
What?
It's dry, the weather.
Oh.
Right? I'm putting on this colored chapstick because my lips feel like they've shriveled up.
I feel like my nose is super dry lately.
Anyway,
so cedar pullover, yay. I've got another one to show too for dream knitting. Go ahead. Do you want to do that first?
What?
I don't know. Were you going to show me something?
I was going to show you this.
Okay.
I'm done.
Jodi. Why is this off the needles?
Because I wanted to block it. I blocked my yoke.
Jodi, it's gorgeous. Now, why did you block the yoke?
I don't know.
Were you worried about fit of some kind?
I just wanted to see it blocked. I was bored. I thought, let's block this bitch.
Well, and did you like wash the whole thing or did you just steam it?
I soaked it. I actually did a full block. I love it.
It's so gorgeous.
So this is maybe, I was on the fence about my color choice.
Why?
Because red is not my comfort zone. And although it's a small amount of red, I wondered. So I think I probably took it off my needles because of that, and I blocked it and I tried it on and I fell in love with it again.
But do you know why I love it so much? You picked the right red with the right contrasts.
Yeah.
Like, it is just the perfect complement. It's a very blue red.
Yeah.
So it's really the blue that you've put with it is just making it pop. It's so beautiful, Jodi.
This is the Owen sweater, again, by Knitterella, Jill Zielinski. But
I really want to knit that.
I want
to knit it and steek it.
Yes.
With my Lopi that I have.
Yes. Yeah, so if truth be told, I was on the fence and I wasn't sure if I was going to continue. And then I blocked it and tried it on.
This blue is so perfect with your eyes.
Is that
It's
beautiful?
So beautiful, Jodi.
These are all from the Fall Plucky palette.
So this is Give a Hoot. And look how close it is to the oatmeal. Like, it's darker, but
yes, it is.
It's a really gray taupey.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yes, I love it.
So I'm thrilled. I'll just continue.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Isn't that all I want to knit these days is sweaters. I don't even
work. I know.
It's funny because I always think next project. You know what I'm knitting? I'm knitting my husband a sweater.
Have you started?
No, but we we're looking at pictures together. I just feel like I knit a lot for myself, and he loves sweaters. So I'm going to knit him like in a woolen spun yarn, so it's light.
DK?
A gray worsted. And it's going to be, the one we were looking at has some cabling in the bottom, like in the top part, and it's got buttons and then stockinette. Nice. Just buttons, like the placket, like the 3 or 3, whatever, right here. And he chose dark gray, but we'll have to go online and look at some yarn and stuff. But so I think I'm going to look at Barrett Wool Company, their Wisconsin woolen spun for that, because I love that yarn so much. Yeah. So that's fun. That's kind of dream knitting. But there were other ones that came out. I want to show you this. It is called City Limits. What joy is that picture? The photo is amazing. Yes. The model is stunning. The photo is incredible. This is called City Limits, and it's by Samantha Guerin Designs. And actually the photo is by Gail Zucker, who is the most incredible photographer. I should have known that was her. The sweater is stunning. The sweater's actually done in Plucky Knitter Yakety DK. Oh, that's a beautiful base. So it's a DK weight sweater, and it's also got that really beautiful lace at the bottom. But simple. It is actually, I believe, bottom up. I purchased this pattern. I love it. I just love it. It's got the drop shoulder construction. The sleeves are knit inside out, so the sleeves are reverse stockinette. That's fun. It is a beauty. I just love the lace that she chose, the twisted stitches. So that's one that I love. What else do you have going? Oh, I'm glad you brought that. I was going to show that. This is, I put worsted, W. This is a worsted weight pattern that just came out by Elizabeth Doherty. Mm-hmm. You guys, Tracie is a giant fan of Elizabeth, as am I. Wait till you knit a pattern of hers, though. I have not. Yeah. Like, you rave about her. It was an amazing experience to knit one of her patterns. This is Ellery, and this is brand new. It's a yoked sweater. Top down, right? One color only, but in linen. Yeah. So she's used Quince and Company, I think it's called Kestrel. Yeah. And it's an Aran weight linen. I've never knit with that yarn. And I'm super tempted to order some, because I love the other linen experience we had so much. And I'm not kidding you guys when I say this linen is an absolute wear through the winter. Totally. Linen is not just for warm climates. Yeah. Look at and I just love the way the weight of it feels on you. Like I am loving the sweater that I have that's done in linen. Oh, Elizabeth. It's beautiful. So you can, I think you can use worsted weight yarn. For sure you can. Pretty sure you can use worsted weight yarn for this. But I just love the color she picked too. Can you imagine the flow on that? Like just how effortless it is to wear, throw on. It's just beautiful. Yeah. I think I should get some of that yarn because I really love that sweater. I think it's beautiful too. There's so many beautiful ones that came out. So the cedar pullover was by Hokie. We'll have to link all of these beauties in the show notes so that you guys can take a peek and see if there's anything that floats your boat. I have a sock, but that's it. One more. You have a hat? Okay, good. Well, we've each got one more. Okay, so you guys, this is the base we were talking about for Sweet Fiber. It's called Pure Merino. Pure Merino, and it's 100%, but it's the 17 micron. It's 100% superwash merino. Yes. And isn't it the 17 micron? It is. Yeah. So it feels like an MCN. It feels like a merino cashmere blend. And she's calling this her sport base, but I'm knitting it at a DK weight. It's beautiful. You guys. It is so beautiful. The softness on this base. I mean, we talk about softness a lot. This is soft. Yeah. Totally. Yeah. This is going to be a new pattern. Jodi. It's got a bit of whoa, I love a big one cable. Ribbing. It's got a really long exaggerated cable. Just on the front? 3 rows. Oh, that's so beautiful, Jodi. And then it's just knit. When are you writing that? This coming week. Good. Next week or whatever. But this. That's beautiful. And this color is the Evergrey. Oh, Evergrey. That I will have more to show you a little bit later on, but isn't that amazing? It's just stunning. It's really like the perfect grayish denim-y blue.
It's funny because I had it on my leg while I was knitting, and I had dark denim jeans. Yeah, and it was exactly
right. That is exactly to me what it reminds me of. Yeah. Melissa is a master with her colors. It's not very often I could say, send me whatever color you have, because I love them all. Yes. But this is one company I think I could do that with.
I agree.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Okay,
it's funny. I have Sweet Fiber too to share. So this is what I did knit when we were at Knit City. Just a sock. I feel like socks are the best travel project. I just cast on a little ribbed, like an improvised ribbed sock.
Tracy said, I don't know if I'll write it up.
Well, I love knitting it, I have to say, and it fits great.
Could everybody in the comments just tell her, write it up, please? Publish this?
I had this giant urge to knit with merino cashmere yarn, and so I grabbed this skein of Melissa's. It's Sweet Fiber in her Hippolyta color, which is a super grayish purple, right? Like it's purple, but it's been washed with gray. And I do like it. I carried the ribbing through my heel flap.
Aren't you fancy pants?
Fancy. Not really fancy. But, I mean, I just find this kind of a sock fits great.
And you know what draws me to this one is it's got the texture with the different, or the little open holes, but it's not a, I don't want, like,
all over lace.
All over lace. That's right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm loving about this.
So I really like it. But it was my travel companion, and it was one of those ones you don't really need a pattern for once you know the little increases and decreases here, or they're just decreases. It's very easy to read that way. So it's one of those great travel ones. So that's what I did.
I love it so much.
It was fun. And I'll probably write it.
Yes.
Yeah. Life is busy these days, but I would love to.
Yeah,
I'm certainly going to finish knitting it and wear them because I love that. The yarn is beautiful.
Life is busy and the snuggle is real.
Oh. This pattern.
Our new best friend, Max, a.k.a. the Dark Fox.
This is his friend that said, you should watch the Grocery Girls. He did not know about us. So, oh my gosh, I wish I had done my homework and remembered her name, but hey, girl.
Hey, girl, hey. Okay, look at you guys just for a minute.
Look how cute they look.
How
this cowl
gorgeous
is amazing.
Yes. So it is knit with worsted weight yarn.
Is it?
No, it's not.
DK, I think.
It's DK. It's DK for this main color on the outside. And then if you can see in here, it's peeking a new color. That is lace alpaca held double.
Surrey alpaca.
Surrey alpaca.
Is it held double?
Yes.
Okay. So it's a lined, scrummy, soft
Look, that's
cowl.
a better picture.
It's so cute.
You guys.
And Max's colors, the gray, like the light gray and dark gray, they made me think, oh my gosh, my husband would love this.
Right?
And I don't think that of when I see patterns, when people go, oh, it's unisex, I often think, not in my house, that wouldn't be unisex. But to me, this is a really great piece.
You know what struck me and made me think, these guys have attention to detail.
Yeah.
They're super smart and they're really amazing designers. Is like, this is a provisional cast on. Normally it's double the length. And then you go and pick up the stitches when you're done the outside, turn it, and then knit your inside layer. Like, it's so perfectly finished. And then you've got your I-cord drawstring.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Their patterns are the real deal. Like, they are very, very well thought out and I think executed. They're just gorgeous. And I love, so after meeting Max, and he said, you know, I want my colorwork yoke sweaters to be another version of an illustration. Like, you'll see they're figures. They're not just shapes of, you know, random shapes. So that made so much sense to hear that he's an illustrator in real life. And he's bringing that passion and just telling the story with yarn.
He's got the once in floral with the gorgeous roses.
And the fox. And the deer.
Yes.
So anyway, I just think they're amazing.
This just came out this week. And it is now printed and ready to go for me. I haven't chosen my yarn. I just think inside.
You should get some Surrey alpaca at the Shindig.
That's an excellent idea.
Vivid has it. Yarn Ink has it.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to get, because this is going to be a quick knit, you guys.
Yep. And you could do like a speckled, there's hand-dyed Surrey alpaca that's like speckled.
I think I should look at my yarn before I go.
Get your DK together.
Get my DK together. Yeah. And then.
And ultimately, it doesn't matter. Like you're going to, it would just be really cute whatever colors you pick.
Yeah.
I think it's very easily, because if it's a pop of color, it's not supposed to go with it.
Well, that's what I love about this, is that it goes beautifully as 3 colors together, but it's a completely new pop on the inside.
Yeah. And I love that the Surrey alpaca is the drawstring. So
beautiful.
That's going to be a fun one.
Yeah.
I love it. What else is going on?
Should we show our needle punch?
Yes.
Can you believe I haven't finished? I have about 10 minutes worth of work.
I finished mine like the day after we got home.
You did not.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So
yours is gorgeous.
We took a class with Arona, who is, you might know as Buku on Instagram. She's incredibly talented. Her work is amazing. But she does punch needle. What's that? Oh no, that's just a fiber. So we were beyond excited to take this punch needle class. And it was really amazing. It was everything we thought it would be. She gave you all the materials, all these yarns.
You didn't need to bring anything.
We used a bulky needle. Like you can get different circumferences. So this was bulky weight yarn. It was like Patton's Roving that you can get from Michael's and Lopi yarns. It's that yarn that's sticky.
Yeah.
Sticky yarn is a good kind of yarn for this. So she gave you, there was a whole table of patterns and you chose your pattern and then she showed you the technique, but you got to choose whatever yarn. She had this giant palette.
I love it so much.
Show yours up close because you use a lot of a different kind of stitch.
Not different stitch, but if you guys can see.
Well, this is a different stitch, the back and forth
one.
Oh,
yeah. So if you do it on the back, if you do your work from the back, you get the raised.
It's like knits and pearls.
Knits and pearls, right? And then this was back and forth like that. A little bit of different texture. I can't tell you how much I love this.
So this is a plastic hoop that's quite sturdy.
Yeah.
And you get that hoop, and then when you're done with it, you transfer it to a thin bamboo hoop.
Oh, like you finished?
I'm finished. Like it's glued. I cut my edges.
Good Lord. You get an A+.
I love it.
I love it.
This was a great class. Much fun. I'm definitely doing a pillow.
Yes.
Definitely doing a pillow.
She sells kits on her website.
And she's got a book, a punch needle book that I'm going to really dive into because I loved the actual craft so much. So that was a ball.
Okay.
Let's show now. I think we're almost to our party in our mailbox, right? Not party in our mailbox, but like we've been shopping.
I'm done with showing knitting.
Okay. Let's take a minute and thank our lovely sponsor again.
Thank you, Row One.
Laura from Row One Yarn and her Carnival of Color Mystery Club.
If you're the kind of knitter who loves to have little bits and bobs to make projects like mittens or put it in your scrappy blanket or hats, this comes pre-wound and it's a mystery.
So fun. They're labeled, they're pre-wound. You get 100 grams. It's a mystery club and you get to discover new designers. No. New dyers. And she sends you a little thing that tells you all about the colors and the dyer, and you get a treat, and it's a mystery, and so I'm not showing that, but it is amazing. And really, she's had the most incredible dyers in her club.
Yes, she got you guys. Wobble Gobble was one off the top of my head.
Flying Kettle. I think there's been a lot.
Yeah. Lemonade Shop.
Anyway, we've discovered new dyers through it, people I'd never heard of, and they're amazing. But it comes in this really great little muslin bag. And it's very affordable. So if you love scrappy projects, maybe consider Row One's Carnival of Mystery.
Love it.
Thank you.
Okay.
So what's going on now? We just finished our Nomadic Knits Knit Along.
We did.
And because of the amazing sponsorship support for prizes, we drew 17 winners. And they've all been notified. Addresses are coming in. But we just want to thank everybody that went out of their way to send us yarn and books and ebooks. And there's actually a sweater quantity of Dragonfly Fibers yarn that's
you guys
a prize. I mean, it was great. There was so many Harrington hats in there.
I know. You guys, thank
But
you
there
so
was
much.
shawls and sweaters and socks and everything. So thank you for joining our summer knit along. And the prizes that are going out are just over the moon amazing.
Yeah. So we want to thank Magpie Fibers.
Yes.
We showed their yarn.
We have
you guys
beautiful prizes from Magpie.
Yes.
The beautiful sister ladies sent bags.
Yes.
And Olive and 2U sent tons of yarn. There's several prizes with their yarn.
Dragonfly Fiber, who we said, they were the one that knit. Their sample was knit. Wasn't theirs? That's the sweater?
Not the sleepover. That's Magpie.
Oh, that was Magpie.
But I actually meant to... We'll show it again another time. Dragonfly Fibers does have a sweater in the book.
Yes.
Yeah, they provided yarn for the sweater in the book. But the Knot House ladies sent tons of yarn. Plus, they sent yarn to Melissa and Becky of Nomadic Knits. So they're going to send more yarn. And then Nomadic Knits themselves, these ladies...
You guys, we had 1 million
so many books, so many pins. They donated a year subscription of their book, so that's 4 issues, as well as some copies of the new issue that we're just going to show you right now. So these are all prizes that we've got names for already. So thank you for
these two included
the support. No, I can add those.
We should add them.
Sure.
What do you think?
Yes.
I'm not. We won't go into show every single pattern, but you guys, they've knocked it out of the park again.
Yeah, this is something I think people should be excited when there's a new Nomadic Knits that come out, because these ladies are doing the most amazing collaborations with designers, and they always pick a location,
look at that,
an area, and then they use dyers from that area, and they get designers to design with them, and then the photography, of course, is always in that location. Baba made the book.
Dog Dana.
I totally have to knit this. You get an alphabet chart with the Dog Dana pattern, so you can put your animal's initial on there. But the newest, this is issue number 5, and it's from Vermont, another place that's right on my bucket list.
Look at you guys.
That's beautiful.
Anyway, it doesn't disappoint. Vermont is gorgeous. The patterns in here are stunning.
They've just launched this, and you can find the ladies today,
Rhinebeck,
I believe, at Indie Untangled somewhere, and this weekend at Rhinebeck. So if you see Baba and Melissa and Becky, give them a big hug from us.
Vermont is a bucket trip for me.
Oh, Vermont, Maine, that whole... we're dying to go. And they just got really creative with their photography this time.
You guys.
That sweater is adorable, but I feel like Cirque du Soleil photography is happening here. That's very cool.
Anyway, Nomadic Knit, we love them so much.
And there's also a lot to read in these books.
There is.
They tell you about the designers. They tell you about the dyers and the area. It's really, really exceptionally well done. So
look at this, you guys. Did you show that, Trace?
I did, but isn't it
yes.
stunning?
Crop is everything right now, and look how adorable. I love the little detail of the stripe on the sleeve.
And they've actually got an article. This is about Wing and a Prayer Farm. But she tells you all about different breeds of sheep.
Yeah. Anyway, beautiful, beautiful magazine. No, beautiful book.
Goats. Anyway, check out Nomadic Knits issue 5, and we will have some heading into our prizes. That's really exciting. Okay, so now what? I see you've got another pattern there that was a big hit at Knit City.
Show me yours.
I'm going to show my yarn first.
Okay, good.
I thought when I showed my yarn that I would show the pattern I was going to knit with it.
How about this? You talk about that one.
Oh my god. Okay, this just came out
not long ago.
A couple weeks before Knit City.
Yeah.
And it's a worsted weight.
Worsted/Aran.
Yeah, you're right. I think it's Aran weight yarn. This is one of the newest Tin Can Knits patterns. It's oaken. And it's really garter stitch and sort of this geometric, beautiful lace.
Do you know what struck me with this?
The gorgeous model?
Well, hair envy, right?
Yes.
With her. But I love the chunkiness of the wool they've chosen, and I love the all over one color.
Me too.
That's what I'm loving about this.
And that golden color is just so eye-catching.
Yeah.
And it looks great. Like, we've all got boring neutral coats. I feel like black, gray, navy, whatever. And knitting in colors like this just makes it all shine. It looks beautiful.
Oh, I just love it
so
much.
A worsted to Aran weight shawl. I love that. With the garter border, that's really beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, let's start
love
showing
all things tin can
our
knits.
stuff, and then I'll show these.
Okay.
Intermittently.
So things that came into my life recently. Speaking of golden yellow. What? I did not.
You did.
I did it, and I love it. This is the, I think it's pronounced Ez tote. It's a convertible back. It goes from backpack.
Is it Eza or is it Easy A?
No, it's definitely not Easy A. This is definitely not that. Okay, lovely Spanish-speaking people, you can help us out here, right?
Yeah.
This is a new product from Hohi and Company. It's their Argentine-made bag line. You should follow them on Instagram, Hohi and Company. So the outer, it's suede and this super great canvas lining. And it's got a zippered pocket and another pocket.
Just top-notch quality craftsmanship.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's handmade in Argentina by artisans with Argentine leather and suede. And I am very, very happy that I got one. So I was thrilled to buy it, and the boring person in me thought I should get this in black.
No.
But I have a bunch of black bags.
Yes.
This yellow just called my name.
And just because you think it's going to get dirt, I think you should get it because it makes you happy.
Right. And so I did spray this with suede protector a couple of times.
It'll get worn.
And I'll just take care of it.
It'll get worn. It'll get dirty a little bit. It's beautiful.
So pretty. It was my bag at Knit City, and I wasn't kind to it. I threw it around. You hang it on your chair, whatever.
Yeah.
I love the size of it. It's not a giant
It's the
bag.
happy spot of sizes.
It's like a purse-size bag.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
But it's also big enough to throw in, a hat or a sock or whatever. If you want it to be your knitting bag, it's going to hold a lot. But I have it set up to be over my shoulder or crossbody or whatever. So I love options. So that was a big one for me. I love that.
Beautiful.
And I know it comes all the way from Argentina, but something crazy happened. It came to my door within 2 to 3 days.
Okay, so she had the update of Gigi's orange, which was gorgeous. It was like 3 days later, people were like showing their bag.
I'm not kidding you. It came in 48 hours.
I was surprised.
I was floored. I was very excited. And it comes packaged beautifully, and I just love that this company has become.
I know.
And there's all these artisans now that are making these. It's all handmade by hand.
Right.
I love it.
I love it
special
too.
to me. Jodi. What is that?
This is brand new. It's from Becky Baker, and it's a DK weight sweater.
I do not know that.
Tracy, I follow her on Instagram.
Becky Baker?
The Fiber Co. Becky Baker.
Wow. Well, the fiber company's Yarn, right?
Yes.
Is that who we're talking about?
Yes. Okay. Go on the Fiber Company.
Okay.
But this sweater just was released, and it's DK weight, and it is stunning.
Wow. Jodi, that's beautiful. That is...
Do they not have a...
I don't know what...
Do Becky Baker.
Oh, no, got it right here.
Oh, okay. Right, down a little bit lower.
Oh, yes.
Right there.
I see it. Oh, look at this version in all the neutrals.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
In black. How gorgeous is that? This yoke was just, with this detail coming down a little bit, I just thought...
Wow.
Stunning.
Oh, stop it.
So it's called...
Look at that.
It's called Sea Cross.
Look at that.
Sea Cross by Becky Baker. And it's on Ravelry now.
Wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yes. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I love that one.
I love it too. You know what I love? I love going into Ravelry and printing and finding these new patterns.
Me too.
I love it so much.
Okay, what else is going on? Like, are you going to show some yarn that you bought? I have some yarn from Knit City.
Tons. Oh, I bought you something.
You did?
Boom.
Oh, Jodi. Jodi.
That's yours.
Okay, you guys, have you been keeping up with Hugh Loco's fall?
I know it's hard
palette?
because she puts out so much stuff that's amazing. But
I love it when a dyer does a palette for a season. Yes. Right? I feel like it invigorates them, and then you get all these really cool new colors out of it. This is the sock set in the marshmallow colorway. It's ridiculous. This color...
Yes.
Is so beautiful. And look at the colors they chose to put with it.
That's what got me, I think. Not only is marshmallow gorgeous, the pops of color.
Oh, there's, our friend Nicole is Hugh Loco Yarns, and they're just very talented. They're amazing. The colors are amazing. I am in love with the fall palette that she's been showing. And the way you like mini skeins, that's another place that's a good one for mini skeins. She's doing big kits of like
she does
10,
minis like no other.
Like a gradient kind of thing, all speckled. Jodi, thank you. I will. Oh my God, I want to cast it.
It came really, really quick.
I want to cast it on.
Okay, what are you gonna? That I did not get at Knit City. I ordered that.
Right. So I just wanted to share too. This is what I got from 88 Stitches when we were there with Sweet Fiber.
Okay.
I also bought her new base because I thought, I do have some of her other bases. I bought the Bruin colorway. I bought 3 skeins of this.
Oh, so beautiful.
And I'm going to make a shawl out of it.
What shawl are you going to knit?
I don't know yet.
Look at how beautiful that is.
But I love it. And I had a really hard time choosing colors. Like I almost just got driftwood, which is really pretty. And it's kind of a grayish, very pale, like silvery, like driftwood. But this Bruin was calling my name, so I got that. And I do have her Spanish coin in DK. So I got Evergray because I think I'm going to do some kind of a colorwork sweater. So this will be the colorwork on that golden yellow.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be gorgeous.
And then I just couldn't resist a skein of her sock yarn. It's her Cashmerino 20 in the most beautiful red.
What's it called?
It's called Ina's Red.
Who's this Ina?
Do you know
this
what?
Must be maybe Granny? An auntie?
I don't know who it is.
The color's stunning.
But it's her one of her regular colorways. It's just so beautiful.
What? Oh my God. Okay.
They actually go in your Owen sweater.
Yeah. This was Spirit.
Yeah, Spirit's
and it's
amazing.
merino twist worsted. I got it for a hat for me.
So beautiful, Jodi.
I love it so much.
I could do a sweater in Spirit.
I could too.
In a second.
Oh, that was so gorgeous. Okay.
Oh my God.
We had somebody.
I think this will work.
We had someone. Yes, Tracie, it's so gorgeous. We were gifted this as a giveaway.
This is party in our mailbox. This one.
A giveaway on the podcast
by Andy Giddings.
We met Andy at the knit night that we were talking about before Knit City.
So she's a yarn dyer. I believe she has a yarn shop.
Yeah.
If we're being totally accurate here, and she's got this beautiful pattern. Boy, it's all. How is this put together? Oh, it's like that. It's printed beautifully on gorgeous cardstock, and she's also got the scratch off Ravelry code on here.
All points.
So you're gonna get everything with this. This is a prize for a knit along. Yes,
that was the yarn that she also. Anyway, beautiful. This new shawl is very newly released,
and she lives in where's it called? 100 Mile House, East British Columbia.
Yeah.
Now, I don't even know where that is. These speckles are really pretty, though.
Yeah.
It's blowing out a little bit.
So you're going to get the exact same yarn that she knit the shawl in, and this is going to be a prize. Thank you so much.
This one was a gift. This is really beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andy. People are very kind.
Okay, what else are you going to show?
Do you guys want to see the Cozy Knitter Advent skein?
Oh, my God. Christina, I opened mine as soon as I left your booth. I'm sorry. I did it. I'm sorry. I won't show anyone.
Cozy Knitter did her 24 stripe Advent skein last year. It was a giant runaway hit. She did it again this year. She had them for sale at Knit City.
Wrapped in tish.
She went to a lot of trouble to wrap every single one. And really, you're just not supposed to open it till December 1st. She should not have sold them to us.
Right? I opened it right away.
I love it. Can I just say that?
Yeah.
I won't show it, but I love it.
She'll have lots available for sale. I think actually she has some in her shop, unless it's sold out, because she had a big Knit City after sale.
Yeah. You'll be able to get
she'll
it. She
have
dyes
more.
a lot
it's
of it.
really beautiful,
but
you guys.
do have to get on it. I mean, she can only dye so many, right?
Right.
So if you want it, you better.
Right.
So that's... What else? So I didn't really show anything. I just said that, right? Okay, let me show you my sweater that I bought. I bought a sweater quantity of... This is Norwegian wool. It's called Tinned. It says it's DK weight. I think it's a lighter DK when I'm looking at it. I haven't swatched with it or anything. But after seeing Melissa and Lisa at the knit night... Melissa was wearing...
It's so beautiful. I'm just going to text Jeff back. He asked me a question about work while you say that.
Okay. She was wearing her Missoni Accomplished sample. And it's knit in sport weight yarn, sport weight wool. It's the lichen and lace. The rustic heathered sport is what the yarn is on this. So I thought this would make a good Missoni accomplished. I got this at the Farm to Cable Yarns booth. I loved being able to say hi to Dale. She's based in Ontario, and she brings in all kinds of amazing non-superwash yarns from Europe. She's got the whole line of, well, I don't know if it's a whole line. She carries a lot of the Rosa Pomar.
Yeah.
She had amazing yarns. And Jodi thought Thea Coleman was Dale's mother.
I heard someone say...
It was very cute.
I heard someone say, that's Dale's mother. And I look over and I saw this lady. I'm thinking, you look great.
Totally.
For being her mom.
Wow. How old were you?
I'm chatting. I'm asking her questions about this yarn, like how she got started. And finally she said, well, I don't know much about this. She said, I design. And then I thought, oh...
It was so good. Mouth. It was such a good moment. So we got to surprisingly meet Thea Coleman. And tell her how much we loved her new design. She and Dale were both wearing this really cute cropped cabled sweater. I have to do my research and find out what that one was.
That is so really funny. That
was a funny moment.
That was a funny moment.
I loved it.
Anyway, Thea had just... I don't know how... recent the new sweater that she was wearing had come out.
Yeah, I don't know either. Actually, let me
okay.
You talk. I'm going to find it.
But this was the yarn that she had knit, and actually, what was her name?
Dale.
Sorry, Dale. Dale was wearing the sweater knit in this, and also Thea was wearing the sweater knit in a different color.
Really, really cute. Okay, so here it is.
Is it fairly new?
It's called Oban. No. Anyway, this is Thea.
Not Dale's mother.
Who is not Dale's mother.
See?
But look how cute
the sweater is. How could you be Dale's mother? But whatever. Who knows, right? These days? Anyway, so this is a very small Canadian maker. I couldn't find a lot of information online because part of her website is...
The yarn is Bleu Poussière.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to follow her
back.
You're
so French.
Look at that. That's my... I gotta turn down my brightness.
I didn't find out a lot of information. She's from Quebec.
Okay.
And this is, I don't want to get it wrong, so I'm not going to say very much about it. She's a very small outfit, and she has this most gorgeous woolen spun yarn.
It is absolutely gorgeous. Is it worsted weight?
Yes. It's Aran. Worsted Aran, I would say.
The sweater is called Pamplemousse, which is probably the color that it was knit in, right? That means, doesn't that mean grapefruit? It's Taiga yarn.
Yeah.
And this is the sweater that we saw Dale and Thea wearing in the booth.
It's hand-dyed in Montreal, Quebec.
Ooh.
If only we knew a translator that can translate what this color is.
One of these days we'll run into a translator, and that will make life so much better.
I was so impressed by this yarn. I want to say it's naturally dyed, but don't quote me.
I kind of think you're right, actually.
I'm thinking I heard that, but I don't want to. Don't quote me.
Okay, just a minute. Yes, Natural Dye Works. Jodi nailed it.
Nailed another one.
Okay, so my fingers are crossed that she's a vendor, or maybe Dale will have her yarn.
I'd love to meet her. Thea was just so passionate about the woman behind this yarn. She was...
Isn't that amazing?
Right. It's this beautiful maker that wanted to do local, and I love being able to use Canadian products. That's really important to us. So I had to leave with a skein of this yarn.
Look at her gradient.
Right?
Stop it. Yeah, these are the things. Like whether you come... I'm glad you bought that yarn.
Yes, I was super excited about this.
That's a great purchase. Did you find it overwhelming in the marketplace?
Yes. So much stuff coming at you.
Like, I know, so much stuff coming at you, but you snagged a treasure. This is a Canadian natural dyer that we didn't know of.
And do you know what, Tracie? Had I not, because I was tired at that point, so I actually went behind Thea and sat in Dale's resting chair. Yeah. I just needed to sit down for a minute, and we struck up the conversation. Had I not talked to Thea about this, and my reaction, my first reaction in a booth is to quickly peruse and leave. I don't stop and chat.
Right.
I wouldn't have known about this.
Right. So she was at the Twist Festival.
So we'll maybe hopefully see her this year coming.
So we're coming to Twist Festival
going to Twist
in August 2020.
Yeah.
We made that commitment, which we're like, we just said to ourselves, we just keep not going, and it's amazing. We want to go. So we're made the commitment that we want to really go next year. And
it's such a good time of year, you guys. It's August.
Ooh, look, she does mohair too.
Look at how gorgeous that is. So I would be super, super excited to actually go in a booth with just her yarn and seeing all her different bases.
I would love to meet her. I wonder if she'll be at Knit City, Montreal.
Fingers crossed.
Anyway,
we could send her a message.
We will be putting a link to her shop in.
Look how soft this is, you guys.
In our show notes. And if you guys love things that you see here, go follow those people. Go follow Knitterella. Go follow Jill Zielinski to keep up with her new designs. Go follow this Blue Poussiere. Go follow Max on Instagram, because that's Max and Vincent and everybody. It's really nice to keep up with what people are working on. If you're into Instagram, I think following someone's work is really fun.
This is the softest, palest blush. Oh my God. It's going to be a cable knit hat.
Okay, so is that her?
I think it is.
Look how sweet. No.
Who's she with?
I don't know, but what a beautiful.
Isn't she gorgeous?
Is that a couple? I don't know. What a picture. I love it.
So this was a treasure. This was really a treasure for me. And
Jodi, I love it.
Had I not been with you and in that booth.
Is that the color?
I think that's. Oh, no. Mine is.
This must be a different base. Isn't that exciting? Natural dyeing to me is very interesting.
Grish de Lin. Is that gray
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah.
And then Bast de Champis. Peach.
Jodi.
Peach Bath.
Okay, we don't know. We could guess all day long. But look at her colors.
Tracie.
I know. Okay, that's super exciting.
This is what gets me excited is somebody... I consider kind of local, Canadian, another Canadian maker.
We do get excited about Canadian
small
makers.
Business.
Oh my God, look at that.
Right, you guys.
This
is her yarn. That color, I saw the...
This is that yarn, right?
Yeah,
Take as the
but
yarn.
she did not have that yellow. There, I wanted the yellow, but she didn't have the yellow.
Well...
But I will be getting yellow when I go to Montreal.
There you go.
Yeah. Isn't she a gorgeous maker?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that was a treasure.
Okay. So that's exciting. I love it.
Yeah. Show me something else.
Okay. That was my sweater. I did get this beautiful skein of Farber's Daughter's Fibers. This is her Pishkin DK.
Candace hand delivered
which is 100% Rambouillet yarn. So this was actually her last Sisters United kit. And it's a hat kit. So it came with the yarn and Thea Coleman's hat pattern and cable needle. It's a beautiful cabled hat. And it came with Coco Knit's cable needles. And then a portion of the kit went to her Sisters United initiative, which is supporting Indigenous women. And I love that. And if you're into helping and supporting those ladies, go to see Farmer's Daughters this weekend at Rhinebeck. There is a new pattern out by Caitlin Hunter that is a colorwork sock. You can get hoodies, bags, buy patterns. This sock pattern is actually going to be 100% of the proceeds forever will go to Sisters United.
I think that initiative is amazing.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
And there's so much more to it than I can tell you right here. Go to Farmer's Daughters Fibers and read about it.
I just want to see if I can... Whoops.
They are actually just about to launch the Sisters United Instagram and their own website, I believe. But go see Farmer's Daughters Fibers this weekend.
I just wanted to bring up these socks.
The socks are beautiful. They're actually done in this Pishkin DK.
I was going to say,
they're going to
those
be
are
super speedy to knit and cozy to wear. They're like a boot sock.
Wow, those are beautiful.
So it looks like I might need a little bit more Pishkin DK because I'm definitely... On Tuesday after Rhinebeck, that pattern will become available to purchase on Ravelry. All the proceeds will go to Sisters United forever.
Yeah.
So I love
that.
patterns like that. And actually, they talk about... I got a newsletter. I get the Caitlin Hunter's newsletter, and she talked about possibly knitting a pair of those socks and donating them as part of care packages to people benefiting from the Sisters United So that's a possibility if you would like to do that.
I will actually never knit these socks, but I will buy the pattern.
Yeah. Right.
I've always done do that.
I've done lots
knowing
of that.
I will never knit the pattern.
But I love that it's all these facets of it. You can knit the socks, donate the socks, knit them for yourself, knit them for someone that you think would benefit from that. But
that's a really beautiful, like a caramel almost,
it's
light
really
caramel.
Pretty. So this color that I got is called Nappy, and it's 100% Montana and Wyoming Rambouillet sheep.
It's beautiful.
It's really springy. Yeah. It feels really soft. I can't wait to knit with it. So
I love it.
That was really fun. And yes, Candace brought that with her other 80,000 things to bring to Knit City. She goes, "Oh, I'll just bring the kit for you."
She was a doll.
Yeah. So her booth was amazing. And from what I hear, they loved their first Knit City. So that's great news.
Oh, I hope they're going to be back.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Metropolis is a new sweater pattern by Tanis.
Yes.
It is knit with a chunky weight, and she actually obviously dyed the yarn and knit it in this pattern and named the yarn the same name. I didn't buy the yarn. It sold out.
This was a giant hit
like that
at their booth.
But look at this, you guys. It's a little cropped version. Obviously, you can knit some length if you don't, do you call that cropped? It's kind of right in between.
I mean,
not really cropped.
It's not cropped, but
it's a little shorter.
Long.
Right.
It's not super oversized, but it's got this giant cowl neck. I think it's beautiful. And the color that she made, Metropolis, it was on everything. I almost bought mohair. Like, it's still on my brain. I know that I will.
I can't get over it.
The color's unbelievable. It's so gorgeous. Maybe I should get that. Anyway, I'm sort of debating something, and I'll talk to you about that more. But this color is incredible. I would love a sweater knit in it. I'm not a big bulky sweater knitter, but her bulky base was really, really nice.
It was really beautiful. I'm still on the fence.
Like worsted, I'd love to get it in DK.
Do you see this as me wearing this as a sweater knit? I've had this. She has a pre-order for this yarn.
This would be super cute. Even in that super simple summer sweater, like just the shape, that sweatshirty shape. Yes, I see you knitting something.
You see, okay, I'm just going to check out.
I see you wearing that. I don't see you wearing the giant turtleneck.
I would probably make it a
cowl
like
bulky
this.
weight yarn. You just complain of being hot all the time. I feel like bulky weight yarn
maybe I should get it in DK.
As much as we love it, it's fast to knit up. I don't think it's something you'll wear a ton.
You're right.
I think you should get it for like a sweatshirty style, like that Autumn League pullover.
Look
the
at
super
this yarn.
simple summer sweater. What are you doing with that one?
A hat.
Is that DK?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you should get DK sweater quantity. I think the color is amazing. That's a beautiful base too.
I've just had this out on my shelf.
It's so pretty, Jodi.
I love it so much. Anyway, dream knitting.
Yeah.
Dream knitting.
Like, honestly, it was funny because at Knit City, if you took a class, you could get in at 8:30 as opposed to general public 9 a.m. The doors open.
Yeah.
And Tana said by 8:36, they were sold out of the bulky for that Metropolis. So it's a big hit. But it's not sold out. There's pre-orders.
She was taking pre-orders.
Everybody will get it.
And was doing free if you pre-ordered it at Knit City, you got free shipping.
I know. They're smart.
Yeah.
That's a great customer service.
And really, pre-order. Amber ordered it right there the morning of Saturday morning. It shipped, and she's got it already. That's how quick they were.
It came the week after we got home from Knit City, like in those few days.
Yes.
So what I did end up getting from Tanis, though, is her mini skein set. Oh my God. What am I doing with all these mini skeins?
Something amazing is what
they're
you're going to do.
They're so beautiful. So she has a colorwork sweater called Christmas in July where she uses all of these minis in the yoke. All of these. And she's also got a sweater called Lifesaver where each of these is a little stripe. It's a cardigan.
I think that needs to be a yoke on a sweater.
I think so too. So I've decided it's going to be a yoke on a sweater. I just don't know what yarn I'll use.
But look how
for the body.
And it's not just solid minis.
No. They're layered. It was really fun to meet them and see them in person. Her husband, Chris, knit the most kick-ass colorwork sweater. He is a knitter as well as being a crazy talented dyer. I love this pop of neon that's in here. Like, it really is blowing out because it is electric.
We almost have the same set.
I think they're really close.
They're really
I think you
similar.
might have more.
Because my set was the mini part of her blanket kit.
Yeah. That's their logo blanket.
It's so beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
She sold me this mini set separately. Mine is DK. Tracie, I think you've said it a few times. I don't know what I'm going to knit. It's going to be amazing.
I'm super happy that I got this. I mean, I knew I wanted to come home with her yarn. I'm very surprised this is what I came home with. But again, I didn't have a pattern in mind. So I was like stuck. What do I want? It's all beautiful. Every skein was beautiful. So I got this, and I know I'm going to love whatever pattern I choose. Because this kind of happy color combo is... I think I need a speckle from her shop.
I do too.
To be the main color.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
Something barely there, speckled maybe.
Yeah. So, I think she's got a color called Crystal, I think, that I love. And I think that would be an awesome body color too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my next sweater
yes,
is going to be this
Jodi.
Boucheron.
Wow.
Now I get to look at this pattern for the next month.
Who prints in color? Well, when it's Vincent.
Only me when
it's Vincent's pattern we do.
So this is going to be, and this is what I'm thinking. So Vincent has his contrast color on the yoke on the outside.
So this is a DK weight sweater?
This is a DK weight sweater.
Okay.
So this is going to be my main color.
Love. What is that?
This is your evergray you got
me. Because I was like, wow, I love that.
Sweet fiber evergray. So instead of my
all yellow
contrast color being on the outside, it's going to be underneath. Do you want to show this?
What do you mean it's going to be underneath?
Well, see how her main color is popping through the holes there?
Yeah. Wouldn't you do all your minis this?
But I'm going to do it opposite, so all you're seeing is peaks of color through there.
Okay, so you want the evergray on top of everything.
Yes.
Okay.
Evergray is going to be on top of everything. And I probably won't go as low as he has on his body.
It looks really good, though.
How gorgeous is that?
Yeah, it looks amazing.
So it's going to have all these colors.
And we saw the sample.
With this going over the top.
Yeah, beautiful. Wow. This is going to be gorgeous.
Right?
You need to make a Ravelry page for these things you're doing. Jodi.
Oh, because you guys, I saw this in person.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
The patterns are gorgeous that these guys are designing.
Yeah. They're very unisex, you guys.
Yeah.
Just because they're male knitters.
Yeah, your color choice.
Yeah, is going to change whether it's male or not even male or female, but I think that I don't look at this sweater and just think, oh, that's a man's sweater.
Oh no, I'm going to totally wear the gray and yellow.
Yes,
gold. I love it, and they work with amazing yarn. It must be Julie Aslan's yarn, because the sample was in her booth, right?
Yeah,
the original.
I actually don't know that.
I don't know that either. Don't quote me.
I didn't bring the whole thing because it's quite a few pages.
Yeah,
but
they do an amazing job with their pattern layout. Anyway,
I'm smitten.
Gorgeous, Jodi.
And I like the pattern.
Right. I like your yarn too. You like the yarn too?
I'm really super excited about this. Super excited.
I would be super excited about that too.
Because don't you think? I think for me, it's going to be a little. I mean, speaking of loud, but I think if I had a rainbow right on the outside,
I just love the way you've decided to do that. And here's what's really cool: Vincent's a Montreal designer. Tanis is a Montreal dyer.
I'm going to wear it at Montreal
And you're going to wear it at Montreal Knit City.
And I heard that there's one-on-one FaceTime tech support.
Oh, isn't that good?
Yes.
That's great.
So 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Right.
I can FaceTime Vincent.
Right.
And he can help me. Anyway.
Decline.
Totally. Like, who's this crazy woman?
Oh my God, Jodi. Yes. Yes to all of that.
Stalker.
So now I should knit my Tanis yarn for a Knit City sweater.
Yes, you should, Tracie.
I got to get on it.
Yes.
I got to order my main color.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
What are we doing?
It's going to be here before you know it.
Holy shit balls. It's 1:58.
I'm actually my bag's empty now.
Okay, I just have a couple more, but that I love that I want to share.
I have a couple more too that I love.
But I am feeling like things are done. We did have a lot to share. It's been a couple of weeks. Okay, so I feel like you had a theme at Knit City, Jodi. Rainbow mini skeins.
Who would have thought?
Okay, but this is a big find, and I don't know why we didn't know about this before.
Right. Okay, you go.
Well, no, now I just sort of... You should go now, because now it makes sense. This is so beautiful. This is Color Adventures yarn.
Yeah. They actually...
I have to order... This is a company that now I need to...
Right.
Follow up with an order.
Right. She had the most amazing booth. And you know what sold me, Tracie? Her sample. I would not have bought this had I not seen her sample.
So they had this as the Camaro sweater knit up.
Tanis's
beautiful design. I love that sweater.
I'm gonna find you the sweater knit in this.
Okay. They actually had kits for the night shift shawl too, where you're slipping all those stitches, but they had all the yarns.
What's it called?
Color Adventures. Oh no, it's Anna Diomena's designs.com.
I'm gonna try Color Adventures.
This is the Adventurer Kit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 mini skeins of
So
DK
who should
yarn.
I look up to find them?
Well, look up this Anna Diomena. ANADIOMENA. Yeah.
Where?
Hashtag.
Right there?
No, and it's in Russian. I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna go because maybe the sweater's there. Her booth was gorgeous.
I imagine that's them.
Honey knit.
Or that's their yarn anyway. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
Is anybody tagging them in there? Maybe they're not on Instagram.
But she had the Camaro sweater and it was on display, and this colors, for me it's rainbowy, but it's not traditional rainbow colors. And
this is called the Sweet 8 DK set.
Yeah.
And that is who it's from.
And so for me, this is also going to be a colorwork sweater. It's probably going to be more than just that. Because
there's a lot of yarn in here.
There's a lot of yarn in there. They're not minis.
There's 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
460 grams.
Yeah.
You could do a sweater.
I could do a whole sweater. Right. That I would look 12.
460 grams. It's really only almost 5 skeins.
Which I knit that short sleeve sweater in less than that, right?
Right.
So
maybe this is 2 sweaters with color work.
It's going to be a hat.
Oh, good. I'm glad you got enough yarn. It's going to be 28 hats. Nut bar.
It could be another one of these.
Yes. Because the Party of 5 is actually a DK weight pattern.
Tracie, can you imagine?
Jodi. Yes, I can imagine.
But this was just one of many, many. She had fingering weight. She had DK. She had tons of colors.
Yeah,
it was gorgeous.
Still going, what am I going to do with my mini skeins from Tanis? I loved their color palettes too. They had some really beautiful color palettes.
They did.
So another thing I bought from Farm to Cable Yarns is this really cute. This was a mitten kit, and Dale brought in little gray sheep yarn from England, from the UK, and I remember seeing them at EYF. I'm pretty sure they have the animals. They have the flock, and then they spin and dye and all that good stuff. I think John Arbin actually dyes their yarn, but don't quote me. I haven't looked any of that up.
We don't know much about what
we don't know much. Bottom line, the sample was really cute.
Yeah.
And I really liked it, so I love a good kit. So I got this mitten kit from Dale.
That's
and
That's very you. That dark plum. Oh my gosh.
I love
beautiful.
it. It was just a fingerless mitt kit, so we'll see.
Did you get the pattern?
No. No, but this little gray sheep is one of the vendors that I thought to myself when I got home, I want to return to their website and buy some stuff for a sweater because I loved it so much. But at that point, I had bought so much. So
at Knit City?
No, at EYF.
Oh, I was going to say, because you didn't buy much at Knit City.
No, I didn't buy a ton at Knit City, but this little gray sheep yarn
Especially
and it's a family-run
yes. You're all about
business.
that.
Like, it's just... So I'm going to, of course, link the Little Grey Sheep in our show notes and go check them out. It was really nice. I got to talk to the gentleman I talked to. It was their family. So,
do you think if you said to Jeff, I would like to live on an acreage and raise sheep, would he?
Probably. I don't know. I would never say that.
No, I was just going to say, you would
know
never say that.
how much work that is?
Right. I would like
I would like
goat.
I would like to look out my window and see a flock of sheep, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
I mean, the work it takes to do that.
Shane and I were in Banff this weekend. We went for our anniversary. We had our Thanksgiving earlier. Not one wild animal.
Yeah.
A dead deer on the side of the road.
The last few times I've gone, I mean, it's really rare for us to see anything when we go.
I think I see more when we go to Jasper, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that could be.
Not that we do that very often, but I don't know.
That could be.
Okay.
Okay, so and one of my favorite stops is Fiddly Dye Works and the Lone Larch. Jenny. They had a booth. And boy, was their booth beautiful.
Yes.
They
put a lot of work in. Yes.
It was well displayed.
Didn't you think nothing in the middle?
It was tons of space to shop.
They did exterior product only.
It was like a boutique, and I loved it. It was really a great shopping experience. And I am big fans of both of those ladies.
Yeah.
Both of those ladies. As people and as what they as makers.
Kate's hysterical. I love that
She's
lady.
She's super funny. They both are. They make me laugh.
Jenny,
and I love
Jenny.
that they're best friends. And
I know.
that they're making
together.
Is together.
Yeah.
So anyway, I bought some colors of yarn from Fiddly Dye Works in her merino alpaca sock. And it's got a halo and it's fuzzy.
You guys, this base.
I think I'm going to make like mittens and socks with it. She had socks done up in this colorway. This guy is off the beaten path.
It was stunning.
They were the cutest socks and they were fuzzy and warm. But of course, and then I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm going to do with this stuff. So I bought gray. So I bought Jeremy and I bought Taylor. I don't know what they're going to be, but this base is really nice.
You guys, it is the most stunning, interesting base for socks.
It's 60% superwash merino, 20% alpaca, which is why you get that halo, and then still 20% nylon. So you can absolutely use this for socks.
You guys, the softness on this is off the charts.
I mean, you could hold these two together and marl a worsted weight something. But this, I'm going to make socks so that Kate and I can be sock twins because...
She had them.
They were really cute.
Yeah, it's a really pretty colorway. Her colors are gorgeous. She's a beautiful dyer.
Fantastic. I have to get knitting with her yarn because so far all I do is collect it, and her colors are awesome.
I have her colorway, Olivia.
I've got a collection at this point. So we will see. They've actually sent a beautiful prize as a giveaway. We're picking it up at the Shindig. We will be showing that another time.
I love that.
Yeah, so they're really sweet Canadian ladies. Sweet ladies. Okay, now what's going on? Jodi, what is going on here?
That was that lady.
Oh, yes. If only I was paying attention.
Okay, whatever.
Jodi, how's social media going for you these days? Are you having fun on Instagram? I feel like you've discovered Instagram.
You know what I thought? I know if it was me, I know when I follow people, I was just trying to look up a pattern, but I couldn't find it. I know I love seeing makers like behind the scenes rather than just the yarn. Like I like seeing more
Their
than
life.
just, yes. So that's kind of where I went, and I just started, and people, have said, I love seeing these,
it's
other
fun.
things. Tracie gave me the password for Grocery Girls Knit.
Yeah, I feel like I should change that.
Yeah, you should probably. Actually.
Who knows what we're going to see? And no, you know what, Jodi? I would love it if you would post stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to actually.
We just do it when you want to do it. It's fun. I think it's really fun. I see more piles of yarn here. What's this gorgeous pile?
So I just have a little bit more. So Plank and Stella. See, this was Instagram.
Yeah, Plank and Stella. I am a big fan.
She's a friend of the podcast for a very long time.
Yes.
She's been overly generous, but she had a couple of colorways that it stopped me dead in my tracks. This one's called Succulents. I will be knitting it into a bulky bag fabric.
Nice.
And then I got this for you.
Oh!
I thought you'd like that color.
I was just thinking in my mind, what are you going to do with that?
I just thought it was so soft.
It's
like
very
milk chocolate.
Very pretty.
Right?
Yes.
So I don't know if you'll ever knit it, but whatevs.
Oh, no, it's really pretty. And it's in her 80/20 sock base.
Right, that we love. Beautiful twist on it.
Okay, let's just do
like
it.
It's soft. It's so succulent-y, right?
Yeah, it's really pretty.
I just thought that's going to be gorgeous.
It is. It's really fresh.
Yeah.
I feel like it almost looks springish.
Yeah.
But it's still something you could wear all the time. Her speckles are beautiful. Like, they're very subtle in this one.
Like, she shows beautiful restraint. This green is incredible.
Yeah. I love it, Jodi.
A grassy green. Yeah. I thought it was really pretty.
Thanks.
That was an afterthought when I was in her shop.
So this is going to be your bag. Same
That's
color.
That's going to be, yeah.
Wow.
This is what stopped me in my tracks.
Yeah, this is crazy. That's beautiful.
It's that gorgeous.
Black speckles. So DK and bulky.
Yeah.
It's
called
that.
The Belcher family. I would like to know the
who's
reference.
that?
I don't know.
Okay, well, we're not.
If there's pop culture reference that I'm not knowing about, or if it's is her name Belcher?
I'm Googling it.
The Belcher family.
I'm Googling it. I feel like we're missing something.
So, this acidy green with this dark plum and this turquoise, you guys?
Yeah. And black speckles
right.
on a gray. Oh, it's Bob's Burgers.
Who's that?
This is that funny cartoon. It's like
an
adult.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I've never watched it, but
no,
I do know what it is.
So this is going to be another bag fabric. This is going to be a hat. Actually, I bought it in 80/20. It's going to be socks too.
Oh.
It was one of those colorways that I looked at it and thought, just like that other one, I need it in every single base.
It's awesome with the gray and the black and the pop of neon. That's beautiful. I wonder, okay.
God, I love it so much, you guys.
Yeah, that's going to be a beautiful bag fabric, Jode.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Plank and Stella. Check her out. She's a beautiful maker.
Okay.
Cute little... I love
her logo's super cute.
With a little cat.
Very springy.
So what else have you got?
That's it for me.
Not one thing?
Not one thing.
I have one more thing. I might as well show it because if I take it, I won't bring it back.
Okay.
This, again, Instagram. I bought this for a giveaway.
Okay, that's different. Helping rhinos, not helping hippos.
Yeah, this is helping rhinos. Lolo did it. Lauren always has when there's a major tragedy like a hurricane, when there's people in need.
She does fundraiser colorways.
Right, where the whole portion less her cost to make it.
Right, all the profit.
All the profits goes to usually I think the Red Cross.
They have raised so much
thousands
money.
and thousands
with all the support
of
of her customers.
Right.
There's been a lot of money raised.
So this color is super fun. This is called Helping Rhinos. Normally in the past it's been Helping Hippos.
Yeah.
I don't think it's very different. I'm not
sure.
No.
Like it's slightly darker gray.
I think that's why. Yeah. It's the very light gray for the hippos, but this rhino is darker.
It's beautiful.
And I bought it to support the fundraiser behind it, and I would love to put these in our donation.
Oh, for sure, Jodi. What weight is that?
Worsted.
I should put pom-poms with them.
And I should give my hat.
Yes, that would be great.
Anyway, we'll make a little kit.
Okay.
How gorgeous
That's beautiful.
Is that? I love it so much.
I love her colors in that one.
And then this came after because for some reason this color just spoke to me. Oh my God.
Is that a hippo color?
It's called Hippo for Birthday.
Oh my God, that's really nice.
And so I got you one.
Jodi.
It's an 80-10-10.
Oh my God.
It's a cashmere. But I did see part of it knit up, Tracie.
Jodi, that's beautiful.
Stunning. Right. It's stunning. So I got myself...
look at that acidy green and the hot pink.
I got mine a DK weight.
That's beautiful.
Wait till you guys see it knit up. This is available in her shop. This is the Hippos for Birthday 2019 colorway. I don't know that this is available right now.
It's not always available.
Right. But this is available now.
I mean, think about it. All the time they spend dyeing this, they dye for free.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's very generous. You're very generous. But I love people that give back, so that's wonderful.
This just...
Okay, look at that rich red that's in there.
It's stunning knit up.
I feel like cranking a tube.
Yes.
Only because I get excited and I want to see it knit up.
I'm the same way, like that Belcher family. I just want socks right now.
Right. Thanks, Joe.
We'll have a tube party.
Treats.
The only thing else I have is Mrs. Brown's bags.
Good. I want to see what you've been going on. So how was your first experience at Knit City? Must have been really fun.
It was really fun. I had a ton of bags. You know what sold the best? It was the kits.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Because that is pretty fun to get a bag and a yarn that match together.
So I had done, this is one example. This is Symphony, and this is a yarn ink colorway, and she had the bags and a skein of yarn, and they sold really well. I did
see a lot of people with kits in their bags.
Yeah. So I think she would also say the kits did really well. I probably wouldn't have as many, just the single bags.
Right.
It's always trial and error the first year
you never know,
do it.
right?
Yeah.
But of course they're all going to be in your shop anyway, so that's
you guys,
good news.
I just wanted to say I have a giant sale going on right now.
Do
I
you?
mean giant. There's over 250 bags in my shop.
Oh my God, I love that.
But I wanted to show you a few of the new ones because I talked about these new colorways.
This is beautiful.
This is called Steampunk.
Gorgeous.
And this is Alicia's color. It's got little blips of the yellow and a really different grays.
It's a really gorgeous yarn and bag.
These are called the medium zipper wedge. This is good for 2 to 3 skeins. A shawl.
It's like a great
couple of
everyday project size. Yeah.
This is her show color 2019. It's called Polaroid.
Yes.
The pinks in this are so pretty. I love it. And then this is super fun, Malibu. We
really
both have this.
Super fun.
Do you have this yarn? I have this yarn.
I have that yarn.
Yeah. So lots and lots of those medium zipper bags.
That's a great size, Jode.
I just bought a couple, you guys. I have a bazillion fabrics and a bazillion shapes. These are the sock sacks, the hat sacks. I have lots of bucket totes.
I love the bucket.
This is ochre, and this is citrus pop. So lots of these, tons of bucket totes.
Beautiful. I'm such a fan of the buckets.
And I haven't had this in the shop for a long time. This is Yarn Ink Blackened Rainbow.
I love that.
In the giant bag.
Yes, that's the one I'm using.
Yeah.
And I don't have a lot of bags like that, and it is very handy to have.
So we will have links
if you're
down
a sweater
below.
knitter, the buckets or that are great choices.
I love it too.
Yeah.
So sale, tons of things in the shop.
And one thing that I thought was really fun was when people showed us our patterns that they were knitting at Knit City when you ran into people. So I actually saw people, I just released these little socks, lazy afternoon, just before Knit City. And there was a lady that was halfway through a sock already. And I was like, what?
These were
fun. That was Cozy Knitter yarn that I used for that one.
And you just released that pattern.
I just released the pattern.
It's beautiful, you guys. You didn't bring them down here.
I know. I'm terrible that way.
We should maybe do it next time, but
yeah, no, it's okay. I mean, they're on my Instagram. They're very simple, but they do really fun things with self-striping yarn.
Oh, I love it so much.
It was fun. It was fun. So if anybody that said hello to us at Knit City, thank you. It was really nice meeting everybody. There was a sweet girl from Paris. We kind of like snuck out a side door and sat on a bench for a little while and met some really cool people.
We did. We met 2 people. One
Linda.
was Linda from what? She was Farmer's Daughter, but no. I forget what booth she was in.
She wasn't in a booth, was she?
Yeah, she was helping out in a booth.
She had the cutest little Tanya sweater on.
Yeah. And then
I think she's local.
Yes.
Yeah,
and then
she was a Vancouver lady.
And then a girl that had just arrived from Paris and her boyfriend did not look impressed.
They were super cute. Well, she said we just got in yesterday. They would have been so jet lagged.
So jet lagged. She came just for Knit City.
I know. That's dedication.
Yeah.
That's very cool. So it was a lovely trip, and it's been a great couple of weeks, and I've got some secret knitting on my needles right now, so I'm excited to be able to share that soon. I'm a sharer. I would like to just be sharing.
We're going, you know what? October has turned out to be ridiculous.
It is crazy.
For us.
It is crazy. Oh, the next thing we have coming up, we're going to go to a retreat on Galliano Island. And we're going to rest and relax and meet some people.
I think we should on Friday, because people aren't arriving till later, we should rent the smart car again.
Sure.
I love that.
I love that too.
Right?
Yes.
What time of year? We went the same time of year last year, didn't we?
Well, this was the same time. The first time we went, wasn't it like May or March or something?
Was it that time of year? Yeah, maybe you're right.
I think it was a spring retreat.
So it's going to look different.
It's going to look different.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that.
So Galliano Island is like the most heavenly little island off the coast of Vancouver. If you can ever go, you should. Knit Social does retreats there.
Galiano Inn is right on the water.
If I could rate it like a 15 out of 10, I would. I feel like it's just beautiful.
The experience is amazing.
Yeah. So we'll pop over there for the weekend. That's going to be really fun. Next weekend, Jodi.
Thursday. I'm super excited.
Like a week today, we will be...
We're going early. Did we plan on going early?
We planned on going early, but we didn't make plans.
Right.
Because we were going to take the morning ferry. So we
Correct.
thought we might as well go the day before and then hop on the morning ferry.
Because there was a hotel right by the ferry.
There was a hotel right by the ferry. And so we went to go book a room, and the hotel's packed. Just that night. The next night, we could have gotten a room, but not that night.
On a Thursday night?
I know. I'm shocked. I couldn't believe it. I tried it online, and then I actually phoned and talked to the guy, and I was like, is it really booked? And he said, yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So anyway, we decided we're going to take the seaplane and go to Galiano for an extra night. So we'll be there Thursday night through Sunday. We'll come home Sunday.
Super excited.
I feel like it's turning out
better
than we imagined.
Because we're going to be at Galiano Thursday.
Like, we're squeaking an extra day kind of out of our trip.
You know what else? There's that award-winning restaurant.
I know.
I think we should go Thursday night, you and I.
Okay, well, then we have to make a reservation.
I think we should go.
Because we're going to be there at 5 o'clock.
Right.
We could literally drop our bags and just go to the...
Rent the smart car and go.
Yes.
Anyway.
We're fancy.
Now that these plans are actually finalized.
Yeah. It's turning out better.
I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is. So thanks for listening to all the babbling. We will be back in 2 weeks.
We will be.
And then I go away a little bit, which is crazy. But then it's like the perfect timing. So we'll film just before I leave and probably just as soon as I get back.
I'm just looking at the calendar.
And I've got George's birthday coming up next week. I can't believe that's coming so soon. October is a bit of a gong show once we add all the knitting in.
Georgia and Isabel are the same day. Wow. My 2 nieces are the same day.
That is nuts.
And
your daughter had a birthday this month.
Yes.
You guys, an anniversary this month.
In 2 weeks, we're going to have our holiday surprise kit to show you.
Yes, we will.
That'll be going on sale.
Yes, we will.
In 2 weeks.
So save
a few dollars.
Save a few pennies for some awesome yarniness.
Yeah.
Maybe for you, maybe for your bestie. But we're really excited to have that.
Does 2 hours and 20 minutes give you crippling anxiety?
No. Just whatever.
Maybe a little.
Not anxiety, but I just can't believe it. Because to me, it feels like we've been down here for 30 minutes.
Like, it's hard to fathom. We've been sitting here for 2.5 hours. And we weren't really
wasting a bunch of time, but 25 minutes of it was us going, ooh, we love Knit City, and Vincent and Max. So if you're still out there,
we should have a podcast dedicated just to Vincent and Max.
I feel like we just did.
Okay, that's okay.
Check. No,
we love them.
But if you love, those are just designers I feel like you should follow, and I get really excited by Canadian people that are doing such amazing things.
They are doing amazing things.
So, the Hottie and the Hoodie, check, check.
And the Dark Fox.
Check, check. And Louis, always Louis.
Oh, I actually, Louis and I don't know if I should say this.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't then.
Okay, should I? Oh, it's not a big deal. They're working on a family. I have.
Oh yeah.
I offered my uterus to Louis,
right,
and his
I'll
husband.
Incubate your baby. Sure.
I told him my pregnancies were like so uneventful.
I actually loved being pregnant.
Yeah, I feel like now with the size down there, it might sneeze and come out, but whatever. I also
hopefully they get a fresher uterus. Fresher offer.
Totally, it was just funny. Louis would have been my boy name.
When?
Yes, Louis would have been my boy name. I love it so much. Now we're just rambling.
Yes, I noticed.
But
it's too much fun. So that was our Knit City hangover. The struggle is real. The snuggle is real. There's a crap ton of show notes. We're going to get those out to you guys.
Tracie.
Have a great weekend.
Yes.
We'll see you at Rhinebeck. No, not really.
Don't look for us.
Not this year.
There. Maybe next year.
We'll have to slowly work our way back to it. In the next few years, maybe.
The trouble for us is that we did that one year where we did everything, and it was like...
We crapped the bed. We didn't know what we were doing.
We traveled like 6 times in 9 or 10 weeks.
We went from Knit City to Rhinebeck. It was nutso. But I feel like one fall we should just do it right. Get an Airbnb.
spend 5 or 6 days.
Yes.
Right.
Don't go to the grounds on Saturday.
Just on Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
We're learning.
Goodbye till next time.
Happy knitting, you guys.